spooky season.
No, it's just not us awkwardly sitting here silently.
Playback.
This is playback stuff.
Just for you.
This is us waiting for the stream to be live. Or we're live. We're just waiting for it to be live on our end.
It's way more disconcerting with headphones on.
Hey, we're live.
We're live on stream right now.
Greg sounds like an early techno 90s intro.
We're here to do a stream today.
Here he goes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the muffled version.
Hello.
Hello.
Room.
Muffled.
There's so much freedom.
With a microphone.
Pretty directional, though.
Yeah.
Even
Maybe we
moving
should
it.
just, if we do this.
The whole show, like Bane.
Yes. And I got news today about Avengers Doomsday.
We were molded by the news. You merely adopted it.
Hey, guys, John set all this shit up.
Yeah, he did.
John, cut to the third wide. Cut to the wide, John. Cut to the big wide.
The big wide.
What do you mean there's no wide shot?
There's a camera right there.
We almost never have a wide
What
shot.
the hell's going on?
Look at that wide.
Yeah, I've been instructed not to do that.
Aw, damn.
It's been 3 weeks since
Every
I think there
time
was a
I'm like, you
camera
guys
there.
want a wide? I'm like,
just-
you're like, nah, just do two.
Specifically no wide.
I want options.
Well,
I have a third camera. I can make a wide in
God
like a
damn.
second.
No.
no. That's your camera, John.
Listen.
I don't. It's not on me. It's
Oh.
not set up. I changed
It's on
to
your, like-
focus on something else.
It's on your clavicle.
so it's not
It's like
on me.
pointed at your chest.
I can turn it on. But
How was your guys' stream last week?
It was fun. It was it was Man of Tomorrow heavy because that was like official last week, and we had a good chat, good audience, good questions. It was fun. We got into a little music, as what happens when Greg's not here. We get
People
loose.
asked.
People do ask. People do. It wasn't on us.
Yeah.
What else happened?
Simmering.
Yeah. He rues the day he leaves us in charge.
I have an excellent recollection because
Yeah,
of all that multitasking.
That was a whole week ago, man. I don't remember yesterday.
Oh, you guys got a good amount of super chats last time.
Yeah, we did.
Dang, that's cool. Good for you guys.
Good audience, too.
Oh, we got some early super chats already. Thank you guys for kicking off the stream that way. Hey, also, I want to say this. Now I'm looking at super chats. I wanted to say that the only thing I actually did to celebrate my birthday was that 2-hour live stream that I was here.
We put your abs in last week's too for you.
Yeah, we did.
Thanks. But yeah, the 2-hour live stream I did, I only celebrated with you guys. Thanks, John, and John doing that, and then the team who showed up.
Hey.
And Coy was in the mountains.
I was in the mountains.
He was in the mountains.
I literally had to climb a mountain at one point to get service to lock in a brand deal. It was the most LA thing ever to be like, oh no, I've got to make sure this email goes through.
Nice. Did you do it?
I made it to the top of the mountain.
That's what I'm talking about,
I
baby.
did it. I got fitness. I got cardio. I got email.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
It was pretty
Now
dope.
that you've said that, I'm going to check one thing.
And I leave in 6 hours to get on a plane to Boston.
That's great news.
Need it.
You know what I don't see here
don't you
from
see?
your service?
What up?
I don't see a happy birthday text from Coy.
Because I made a video literally while working out and sent you it, so you got it on your birthday.
You mean
so I thought
the compilation that was edited? You didn't text me happy birthday?
I was the first one to send in a video. I helped the idea manifest. So actually, you can even ask John the speed at which I had that.
I don't care.
I wanted the direct. I literally made a video.
Anyway, guys, we're going to talk about, we got our first look at Avengers Doomsday. But no, I want to say thank you for being there for me on my B-Day. It was literally the only thing I did to celebrate, so thank you. Thanks for the video, Coy. Thanks to everyone who showed up. Thanks to all who have Marvel Zombies trailer 2. I could do you one better. We watched Marvel Zombies.
Can we talk about it?
I don't think so.
Oh, we've
I'll say
acknowledged
this.
that we watched it.
I'm excited to talk about it, though,
Yeah.
when it does come out. That is not a positive endorsement that I say with a big smile on
Nor
my
is it
face.
a negative, but the smile might be telling.
I'm previewing some of these super chats. Okay, so people are going to get us talking about Doomsday today, Tom Holland, Supergirl, and of course Paramount buying WB, which is not confirmed, by the
Not
way.
at
A lot
all,
of people
but I'm
are
curious
running
about
it.
it.
I am curious. I can't wait for the Sonic and Flash crossover. We're going to talk about all that, but we want to talk about our headlines today.
There's a DC Warner Brothers comic right now. I'm not kidding. There's a DC
Yeah.
Sonic book. This
Yeah,
could happen.
That's exactly why I said it, Coy.
Yeah, canonically accurate. And Greg's reading Sonic VDC.
I love reading Sonic comics. So we want to talk about the Avengers Doomsday first look, and of course, Super Chat stream labs are welcome. We don't end a stream without going through every single one of them. It's a great way to guarantee to have your question, comment read aloud on the air. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's mess them in reverse. Because I want to talk. James going to confirm some shit.
Yep.
And then, of course, we got some Avengers Doomsday things. John, did you hear about the Russo brothers having a cryptic message, blurred picture post thing?
It was like a single
It's okay,
image
John,
that came
you
out.
can say no. You can say no if you haven't.
No, I've
okay,
seen a
so
bus stop
why don't
ad.
you go look that up, and we will bring it up in a little bit. In the meantime, can you pull up a super chat? Let's pull up the first super chat, and then we're going to go through the main stories. This was a Coy suggestion.
Yeah. Just fix that.
How about you
really
just
quick?
go? I got an idea, John. John, don't worry.
I was trying to fix our
John, calm down. I got an idea, John. Why don't you just pull up the regular chat? Then you could filter it, the top, to the fan contribution one, whatever it's called. Fan funding? Is that what it's called? Guys, it's called fan funding on the. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not.
I do know what you're
not
saying.
listening to
but
a damn
I'm
thing I'm
already-
doing.
I'm doing
He's not
this
listening
more
to a
efficiently.
damn.
I'm trying to
I'm
bring
doing
some
this
shit
more
up. And he's not
efficiently.
listening to a single thing.
There
This is
you
why I
go.
didn't put a camera on him today.
'Cause now he's
Because he knew I was going to berate him on this stream.
You don't want to
and
see
he
him
didn't want to
cry.
see his
If
face.
anybody
He didn't
I
want
know-
people. He didn't want people looking at him.
Yeah.
If anybody
Yeah.
I know loves efficiency, it is you, and I've done this more efficiently than what you're suggesting.
John, I am too sad to embrace efficiency today. It is now pure
don't buy it.
chaos.
on record. Have
Don't
that on record.
buy it.
Play
Who's our
that
first?
back.
Let's read the first super chat. Then we're gonna pull up the Doomsday image.
Okay.
All right.
And then we're gonna act excited. John,
All right,
what's
I've
the
got
first
'em
super chat?
refreshed. The first super chat of the day
Is
we
from
got
whom?
Alex.
Thank you, Alex, for being our first super chat of the day. Kick us off with our first story. Then we're gonna go into Doomsday. John, read a question out loud.
Recent report that Doomsday and Brand New Day are filming in Pinewood Studios at the same time on the same day. Any chance you think Tom is shooting simultaneously for both movies today?
Where's Pinewood Studios?
It's in the UK.
Yeah, there's one. There was one in Atlanta. Now I think just the UK one.
Is there a chance that they're shooting simultaneously around the same time?
I mean, they definitely are shooting simultaneously. It's a question of whether Tom Holland's in both. I think, because I do think that Marvel has the same space, and right now those films are shooting simultaneously to come out near each other.
John, cut to Coy's single.
I don't necessarily know if Spider-Man being in Doomsday is as mandatory as people feel like it is. I do think there's going to be a lot more Tom Holland, Downey Jr. stuff than is probably canonically comic book important. Like
Cut to my reaction.
Amazing Spider-Man number 5, only the 6th issue of Spider-Man existing was a Doctor Doom issue.
Let's go back to Coy now.
But Doctor Doom is not necessarily too centrally tied to Spider-Man.
Make it a two-shot.
That said, Tom Holland and Downey Jr. is an
very good.
MCU heavy element, so I could see them upping the import in the cinematic universe, whether or not that is a comic-centric storyline or not.
We did
Excellently
good.
directed.
We did good. We
But
did
yeah,
good.
yeah, I felt
All right.
it. The heat,
It's good. I know what it's like to be Ben Affleck in every movie he works on.
just argoing, and
As he's directing,
a lot.
as he's acting in the town,
that's
giving
why
a
he
monologue.
didn't in his
he's like,
first
"Go back to
movie.
Jeremy."
He directed Casey, and he's like, "I'm going to tag out of this." He has a hat on set that he literally puts on a director hat, like
Does
to,
he?
Yeah, to
so
like
he
symbolize
knows.
the crew.
And it has
that,
a
like,
Red Sox
he's
logo
in-
behind it. Yeah,
I worked on Argo. I was the second AD in the fake movie.
that's what I'm talking about.
So I got to see Ben Affleck, director, and the Ben Affleck actor in the
that's
70s.
cool.
Yeah. I
Man,
had like
Ben-
shoulder-length hair. I had a big puffer jacket on.
From all accounts, Ben Affleck's really nice, except to the paparazzi. But he's really nice.
I've only met him twice, but both times he was like, he did not want to be where he was in public, but was super kind against the fact that he was glowing with, please
Yeah.
don't talk to me.
Yeah, here's a sweetheart.
Total
sweetheart. Him and Theo Vaughn got along great.
That interview was actually surprisingly charming.
It is. Hey, John,
Yeah.
can you thank Alex for being the first super chat?
Thank you, Alex, so much for being the first super chat.
We
Very
usually-
much appreciate you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I did.
You should.
We usually go through the super chats towards the end, but this is obviously going to be really structured today.
Oh,
and
I feel it.
focused.
The energy is
I
so
hope everyone
in
knows
line.
that today's going to be a really smooth day.
Efficiency.
So, John,
Can you put that Doomsday image?
The Russo Brothers mystery blurry
No,
image? or
let's go to the hot stuff. Let's go to the thumbnail. Just pull up our thumbnail.
Our own
if you
thumbnail.
can't find the image,
Zoom
put
in
the
on
thumbnail.
our thumbnail.
let's go to our faces on the thumbnail.
Yeah, let's talk about us in the thumbnail.
You can
not
do it,
about
John.
Doom.
We're watching John browse. So, did you see this image of Doomsday?
I did. I actually really like the chainmail element of it.
Do you think it's the actual Doom? Because it's kind of strange that they would unveil that way. But
So
it was,
casually in a
where was
prologue.
it at? Where was the event? It's like Shanghai?
Yeah, it's like an expo for Disney. I don't think it's like a photograph. I think it's like a coloring book or some piece of promo art.
Okay.
That is going to be like a close approximation. I
Yes.
think they'll have a big Doom unveiling in some, import. But to me, this looks like they're proving that it's comic accurate. It is an official release, so like this did come out. And it looks a lot like the Alex Ross painting they showed back a year ago alongside the Spider-Man suit,
Yeah.
which turned out to be completely true.
That's the part where I'm curious, though, Coy. It's the one thought I had is they're showing this image. John, can you make that larger? Make it larger on screen. Coy, look at
Okay,
we're
I see it. I
experimenting.
see it.
We're experimenting.
Look
here.
at it.
Can you
Oops, sorry. I'll lean out from.
Can
Yeah.
you make it like not just turn the monitor to us, but also make the image larger for the audience?
Even bigger than big?
Yeah, just make it
look at
just
that.
make it so big. There you go. That's
he's
correct.
so big.
Okay.
See, the chainmail's dope.
Yeah, the chainmail looks great. That does not look like Robert Downey Jr. is underneath there. It is definitely just that is not a real, right? Like it's not a it's not a person posing
like
in there.
yeah, that to me is art.
It's a little bit more God Emperor Doom, less grainy.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think that this is like an evolution they're teasing from the Alex Ross one to then this, which looks a little bit more God Emperor?
I think he's going to go full white by the end of it, but I do think we'll see an ascent. Like
Okay.
I think this image is again art. It's probably a little more muted. It almost looks black and white. We saw how vibrant the green was in the Fantastic Four footage.
Do you think we'll get multiversal Dooms?
I think there's a chance that Downey Jr. is really like gonna just play. Like I
Yeah.
could easily see this just being like a ride, and the Council of Kangs is Downies. Like I think I could see like 4 or 5 Dooms. That said, I do think this is very close to the Alex Ross art they did show.
Yeah, it's cool that they are. This is the first time they've done this with a character. Where this is fun for us as Coin. I have to like turn over here to
Dramatically,
see the
and
image.
then look back, and then back.
I also have a
You had it
laptop
right there.
where I could pull it up for us. Yeah, let me just pull it up for us, Coy, to make life easier. John, cut to Coy's single. All right, cut to my single. All right, now cut to a 2-shot with the Doom in there. No, it's with the Doom in there. There you go. That's good.
Dude.
Really good direction.
Yep.
Okay.
Now we can
Coy.
see it. Okay,
So-
I got Doom.
That's when we don't have to like
Oh,
turn our
look at
heads
his
away.
belly. I didn't see his belly yet.
Yeah, John, can you pull up his belly?
Can you scroll to the
Can you
belly?
scroll to the belly, John?
Pan down belly.
John,
there it is.
there's the
See?
belly.
There's some exposed.
There's like runes on
Yeah,
there?
that's what I was gonna say. It looks like runes, and it looks like the magic element of Doom is important as is technology. But I really clock that the runes are exposed here, which I hadn't noticed before in the image.
Yeah, I noticed no bulge in this shot.
It's cropped right before Doctor's Doom.
After watching, I forget that.
I want Victor to get some playtime.
Yeah.
And I hope he has rune nipples.
Because I feel like Doom, and as much as we sound sarcastic, there's also a strong level of sincerity here.
Yeah.
Is that Doom, there's kind of this embodiment of sexual aggression
And
in there that is
power.
waiting to come out.
Yeah, he's got a commanding presence that does feel overt at times in a
Yeah.
sexual way.
Like, I get the impression that both Doom and Namor are like, that read is not satisfying.
No,
That
but
too.
I hope he uses his powers creatively, and they just don't consider how much that man can do.
I think it's time the MCU allows themselves to get sexual.
I think Mallrats asked a lot of questions about the Fantastic Four in particular and their sexuality, and it's time we answered them.
Seriously, though.
All these years later.
That Batman Forever thing is weird. As much as that's my least favorite of the 3 we watched, it also got me like really in the headspace of it's kind of crazy how we don't embrace the sexuality. And as much as
Post-Secret
we've been
Wars.
watching more, and I'm reading so many more comics, and I'm like, there's so much sexuality in the comics.
Well, what's interesting is this is a very interesting timing to say this, but pre 9/11, I feel like there was a lot more sexuality in movies and art and in things. And now, here we are on September 12th, 2025, 24 years later. But I do
Sometimes
feel
you say, this is a weird thing to say, and then you go, no, like, it's not that weird. That was genuinely a weird ass thing to preface it with, Corey. Pre 9/11.
I think we've become much more of a
Bush was like, those towers were
a nice pair of cocks.
there were two dicks up there.
Big
They
up
went
there.
down.
Took them down. I went down and I stayed down.
I gotta mark the time.
Somehow.
No, but I think that we became a lot more militarized. We became a lot more puritanical. We became a
That's
lot
fair.
more.
Okay, that
so,
makes more sense.
so I think when we shifted away from the arts being as important to the military, like look at. Actually, if you look at the Avengers campus and Marvel on the East Coast, that was all pre-2008, and that's a lot more comic-y and vibrant. And if you look at Marvel campus on Disneyland, where the contracts are different, it is very military and subdued and toned down. Like, we have become a lot more of a Handmaid's Tale society, and it's only aggressing. Like, it's only getting worse. So it's funny watching stuff like Batman Forever and watching things that like had a little bit of that and a lot more chemistry and a lot more relations. I've always said Pepper Potts and Tony Stark feel like coworkers. Like a kid came out of their business partnership. And I do think there is not enough. Like, look at how people like clutch their pearls when the Eternals had like a boning scene that was shoulders. Like, we don't do that in movies anymore. I mean, Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson like faked a relationship for Naked Gun because it's so rare that when it happens, it's like, my word. And things like Saltburn, that wouldn't have made the news to the same scale in the 90s and 80s. That was just movies. So I do think, with my timing, that is something that there's a before and after of. And we're joking about, ruined nipples. He was not going to ruin nipples. But it would be nice to see, besides just Deadpool, acknowledging the human element of heroes. Like, I hope X-Men has some, Gen V, but scaled down, like, hormones and trying to navigate what it's like to like start to feel things. And that's part of the world that hates and fears them. And like, I do think the more we press down that human side of what it is to be alive, the more people isolate themselves, the more they feel like it's wrong to feel things. Like, I think it's caused a lot of problems, and it'd be cool if the mainstream films start to acknowledge that part of us instead of just that we kill each other.
Man, you got all that from Doom's outfit. Huh?
I got all that from a lack of nipples. Wow. You brought it up. You said Batman Forever codpiece.
Hey guys, leave a like on the stream if you want more sexuality in your
I'm just so curious how the live chat's going right now.
We dare.
Great.
Is it? There's a 30-second delay, so that way we can have the stream be smoother.
See when we get there.
Is it going weird glitch? Oh, it was really bad lag.
Oh no.
We got bad lags. John.
I'm not getting video lag here, but let me look into that. I have.
It says
the
they can't
monitor
hear
up.
us as well. Is this happening when you guys were streaming?
No.
I thought that too, because I noticed whenever John's leading the stream, it never happens.
It's just all because it's John running.
John is making sure
he's glitching it. He's like, it's my
top
day.
of the top. Is it? Everyone's saying it's glitching right now, John. How's it now, guys?
People are saying reboot your streams.
Stream is fine. Close and
Stream
reopen.
crashing out.
Close and reopen.
I mean, I have the stream running here, and it's not interrupted.
A
It's saying your
refresh fixed it for me.
Audio is going in and out.
All right.
Did the stream just crash right after Coy's dick joke? Well, apparently that Doom joke was enough.
Dang, this was good stuff too.
Yeah, we were
This
just
was really good stuff.
Swinging for the fences.
This is probably the best. This is probably the best stuff we were ever saying.
ever.
Too.
I know this is poor Roxy
Which is-
can't clip out all these social.
This
We
was
just
so
gave her
good.
gold.
Hey, GOM Films is in the chat. Hell yeah.
Hey. People are saying in the chat if you refresh your stream, it comes back better. So try, if you're hearing me, that.
Refresh and it'll do better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it good now? What do you need to do, John, to make it top notch?
What can I do? How can I help each of you watching?
Good question. This is the opposite of a problem we had previously, where the
Where
video
it was only us?
cutting in and out, and the audio was fine.
We lost 20 people.
No.
Everything's going to shit. Everything's bad.
And of course, the stream is healthy.
Stream is healthy.
This is exactly what I was worried about today.
Yep.
This is why we don't take anything seriously.
Can't. So I don't live stream
Anyway,
with talent.
yeah,
'cause,
so
this is our energy.
While we're here, I do want to say that yes, sexuality should be more in comic book movies. And John, what are you working on?
Making this smooth.
Okay, can you do me a favor?
Uh-huh.
Can you pull up the chat and then can you change it to the? Do you have a camera on you?
Can we say what we're watching
No.
today after the stream?
I can get a camera on me. Give me a second. to
No.
plug it in.
Hey, Coy, can you ask John for like 5 more things?
John, if you could also text my fiance that I'm running late.
I'm just gonna listen to you guys in one ear and listen to you guys in the other.
All right.
If there's anything we know he can handle all.
We should
just.
Should we some
add it.
Postmate some food with some custom orders?
Yeah, John, can you also Postmates us?
Extra pickles.
Yep.
Let's
Just,
do
tell me.
And
Whopper.
if you don't get it exactly the way we
frankly,
want,
the stream's over.
I am going to lose my shit
yeah,
on
today's
the
the day.
live the internet.
Greg didn't get a text from me on his birthday because I was out of town and sent a video.
But he
and
managed to do a brand deal.
I had done that
All right,
and
well,
needed
your
to sign
audio
So
contracts.
mad at
right
Tara
now.
Erickson. Can you text her
mad.
that I'm
Make
mad
sure
at her?
Tara knows how upset we are.
John, have you
The
focused
thing
yet?
is, I have two of you in my left ear and a different two of you in my right ear.
30 seconds later.
I am about to start hallucinating in real time. What I'm hearing of the audio is consistent. Correct?
All right.
All right, that's good. Hey, let's read another super chat while we're here. Then
Now's
we're,
the
then we're
time.
gonna, and then John, while we're reading the super chat, can you pull up that crypt? Do you need me to find
I
it?
have the crypt.
Oh,
Okay,
he's ahead of the
let's read
curve.
the next
I
super
built
chat.
that in.
Let's read the next super chat first, please.
All
For the
right.
love of Jesus Christ, can
Oh.
we please?
Alex is back with a follow-up
That's
question.
what I'm talking about. Alex, you
Alex.
better get to $150 today.
Alex killing the game.
Thanks,
Here we
Alex. What's the
go.
super chat?
Thoughts on Tom Holland being involved with making of the suit and secretly researches what fans want? We talked about that a little last
We
week.
did.
In fact.
I think personally,
Then let's move on.
Greg doesn't have an opinion on that. That's what I
don't
think
care to
personally.
talk about it because they already talked about it last week. That's what
Greg,
John
done with it.
really knows how to make. Not only is the stream just fucked,
Mm-hmm.
John also knows how to make me feel like left out for not being here.
Yep.
Thanks,
That's what
Sean.
happens when Greg goes to
Thanks.
Colorado.
Just move on to the next one. Move on to the next super
John's
chat.
already over here.
No, I'm just joking. Alex, yeah,
John left.
What
There
were
we
you,
go.
what were you saying?
I think it's actually really smart of what Tom Holland's going through. I think he's seen some of the Sony movies not work, and he's seen a lot of Marvel movies work. And I think he's aware of how much Marvel has always been very aware of the fans. And I think Sony on the PR side and the people I've worked with, they're always really invested in the fan experience. And I think it's smart to start earlier. I think in pre-production, I think utilizing all those things, Tom Holland is smart to get ahead of the curve and have this be the most popular fan character. There should be some fan engagement. I don't think it should go to the extent of fan entitlement is something I always talk about, but I think Tom Holland picking and choosing and going well, that would work for our film. I think it's smart as a producer for him to do that.
I think the Marvel hierarchy is going to change now.
Is Dwayne Johnson
It's going to
joining
be Tom Holland taking over.
as Black Adam in the Black Spider-Man suit? Black Peter Parker.
I believe the break is great of what Tom Holland has done with the time because it shows in the set photos. It shows in every bit of response.
Yeah.
If there's anyone who's going to be plugged in, I think, to the audience, it's going to be the youngest guy
Right.
who is dealing with all
Who
this.
grew up with Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
who became Spider-Man, who was cast as Spider-Man as a teenager and is now getting married.
I'll say, a lot of people is like Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire, but from Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, they both have been ones who grew up on Spider-Man, love Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and seem to want to just do their best to honor Spider-Man. There's a lot more parameters that Tom Holland's had to work with.
Yeah.
But I do think this will probably. It's weird that we don't really know what it's about. We don't know. We haven't even seen a trailer.
Yeah.
And it could seem like the most early praiseworthy hyperbolic shit one could say. But based off of the fact you got Daniel Distencred and what we've seen from the set photos with Tom Holland, exactly what Alex is pointing out in the super chat, it very well could be the best live action Spider-Man.
It's my most anticipated movie.
At least the most fan service
Yeah.
one.
The
That-
most
that's-
Spider-Man fans want this Spider-Man.
but not cameo fest.
Right.
Not what No Way Home was, which is great, but in a very different type of sense of honoring the comics and being more that and less MCU.
Yeah, and I think we need that. And I think it's smart to start to make these movies feel individualized again. And I
Yeah.
think Tom Holland is also someone that wouldn't want to do this and make it feel redundant. Like No Way Home was the peak version of an MCU tying into Spider-Man. Now it's time to try something different and give us what Amazing Spider-Man should have been. And I've always had the impression that both, like you said, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland are huge Spider-Man fans. To me, Tobey Maguire was an actor playing a role. Tom Holland loves the character.
Yeah.
And I really want to see what that looks like when he gets to play him his way.
And plus, you got to mix it up. You got to do something different. And
Yeah.
I think the break allows for that. And he's been experimenting, doing other things after No Way Home. I think you come back with a fresh set of eyes and with the producer side in him. I believe he's going to bring something really great to it.
And he's a businessman now with Bureau. Like I think he's more world aware, and I think producing is going to be the extra exciting job for him.
Well, he's also in that weird celebrity position because he's so young. He also gets access to a lot more people with way more experience who are a lot older than him. Kind of like a Chalamet situation.
I mean, Downey seemed like a mentor for a while.
Downey, where he can learn from them and learn what they learned much later. And now he could apply it at a much earlier point in his life.
It's a really good point.
And so I think that's what he's already doing. So thanks for that, Alex. Let's move on to that cryptic thing that the Russo brothers put. Coy, did you see this image that the Russo brothers put out?
I did. It's very blurry.
What is this image?
I think.
John, can you
it's-
zoom in on it? Enhance.
zoom in and enhance?
Enhance.
Can you make it clear?
Enhance.
I think.
Can you drop that into AI and then clear it up? That way, it's crystal clear. What did Just the Nobodies say? They're a great duo. Those...
Said big shock face, and then several pairs of
Hey,
eyes.
Coy, can you point your mic towards John because his mic's not on? Can you say that again,
Said
John?
big shock face, and then 4 pairs of eyes. Look into the.
What
left.
happens if we put both of these mics
It
together?
actually sounds the same.
It sounds the same. That is
expected.
really
They're
good
really
miking.
good. They're not feeding back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Killing
think those are runes and magic that Doom has done to bring the incursion. Like, I think this is going to be an equation that is incursion based.
You don't think that's a Fantastic Four whiteboard, like how a lot of chalkboard that like a lot of people have said?
No,
You think those are actual runes?
I think it's an equation that Doom did involving magic and the incursion.
You think it's just a set photo thing, or is that an actual tease or something to come? What, didn't they do some weird thing with the Endgame where they took a photo and it spelled Endgame?
Yeah,
Was that real, or did someone really stretch?
I never looked into it. It didn't really affect me at all.
Like there was the title hidden in there. I don't recall that.
I like the officially released stuff. The Russo brothers shared this, but my experience is always like, what do I think that is? Okay, moving on with my life. Like, I don't really deep dive because worst case scenario, I was wrong. Best case scenario, I was right. And then I'm disappointed that I called it. So I'm always like, okay, and forget so I can enjoy the movie.
Yeah, I'm afraid to look at the chat right now because I've been enjoying myself, which usually means there's going to be like 5 to 10 people saying I'm annoying.
Correct.
So I don't want to look at it.
Don't do it.
But the rune side, John, can you ask? I'm going to ask the chat, and then can you tell me what the response is 45 seconds from now?
Sure.
Do you think this is actually generating hype with this photo of Doom and then these runes? There was definitely a time, like a couple years ago, where this would be blowing the waters open.
I'd say
right?
like 5 years ago and earlier, yeah.
And it doesn't really seem to like we're interested.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the movie, but I don't feel like this is creating the level of hype conversation that
It would have.
yeah, and that's kind of the detachment part that I'm feeling from
I
it.
think the hype culture has shifted, and it's hard because I have talked about how I don't think the superhero bubble has burst to the scale other people have. I think the movie culture hype machine bubble has shifted.
Yeah.
I look at the entire box office being lower. I look at the entirety of the conversation around movies being different, but the average movie doesn't have an image like this where you'd be like, oh, like a Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. And people aren't like, what's the umbrella mean? Like, it's not the same. But I don't know what is currently the hype that Marvel was 5 years ago. I don't think it's been replaced by anything. I think there's just a general downshift. So I'm sure there are a number of people freaking out and analyzing, doing all the stuff that it would have been. It's just not the same scale.
What are the theories on this?
I just
John, can you pull up some theories?
People are saying that it's not getting them very excited, and that you should stop enjoying yourself.
Really?
No.
John put on a hat, so he's
Actually,
evil John.
Joey Radstone. That's right.
They said that? Okay, I'll just be serious
now,
for now.
now
John
we
doesn't-
lost
John
fun,
just
Greg.
wants me to be serious.
Now he's zenned up.
All right, let's
So
move on to the
focused.
next fucking story.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of this.
Actually, people seem happy by the chaos.
I'm pissed off.
Yeah, we lost Greg.
What's next in our stupid headline?
What news
What
is next?
stupid stories are going next? What's the next one in the headline? Let's just go through it. John, what's
It's Superman Man of Tomorrow major reveals. Here I am looking at Coy being like, oh, Coy is looking at this. No, it's Superman Man of
I was reading the
Tomorrow
live
major
chat.
reveals.
I don't have that. I don't,
all
I don't
right?
have what John has.
Can we pull up a photo then of just something with Superman related so people know what we're talking about when they come here?
Yes, I will get a Man of Tomorrow image.
Just get
here.
anything.
Something
It doesn't
Superman
matter anymore.
related.
Doesn't matter. Get a picture of Henry Cavill doing
And
Brandon
Michael
Routh.
Rosenbaum.
Yeah,
Just different
and
ones.
a weird like Gen V orgy. Just,
Gene
I
Hackman.
don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Mad.
Stitch is creep. I
Mad.
don't like him.
One person said something, and now I'm
That's
mad.
all it takes.
It just takes one. If there's even a 1% chance, no one can enjoy.
Then that's enough. That's enough for me. Jim Lee Art, Man of Tomorrow.
Okay, so what did James Gunn say?
He went on Howard Stern, and that was like it was really cool to hear like the excitement of both those dudes geeking out.
He was like there.
I think it called in.
I don't enjoy those as much.
Yeah, I like the in person.
Anyway,
it's like a Zoom interview.
what happened?
The biggest thing that came out of it was softly confirming what I had theorized.
Coy.
Only me. I'm the only one that thought of this. I'm just saying I said it on our show, so it was relevant to last week. What I softly theorized.
What Coy
and only
concretely.
me. What I said was going to happen with facts, because I've read. I have not. Don't even misquote. I think it's going to be a Man of Tomorrow that is implying Lex Luthor is the Man of Tomorrow. It was my theory. What James Gunn said that makes me think that's even more true is he said it's going to be a Lex Luthor and Superman story. And I think that is going to be them teaming up. And he said at some point they're going to have to reluctantly team up. And it's going to be a big major threat that requires both of them. I think Brainiac. So a lot of the things I had said before we went on Howard Stern, I feel like got a little bit more shading. I do think those things are coming.
I think it's going to be more X-Men Days of Future Pasty. In the sense, not with like a combination of shit, but with how Magneto and Xavier teamed up. But then in the finale, Magneto's like, go after yourself. I'm going to go do my thing.
There's no way Lex stays good.
Yeah, I don't think it would end on a heroic note with them.
Yeah.
I believe it would end with Lex actually still doing something a bit malevolent.
I think he's going to trick Superman with his naivete. Like, I think the earnestness is going to actually hurt Superman in this film.
I believe the brand is called Navitas.
Yes, Navisa Skincare.
Navitas, it's like made with organic goji.
Goji berries.
Yes. We actually have some snacks, I think, in the office.
Snail mucin.
Delivered from Thrive Market.
Oh, we got snacks?
If you use promo code RealRejects.
We were out of
at
snacks.
thrivemarket.com.
I was looking for snacks yesterday.
100% off.
100%
your
off.
first 10 orders.
Wow. Are we paying
the first
for
year.
people to eat?
Yeah.
Oh.
It comes straight out of my pocket.
That is kind.
I signed the paper.
You were like, well, there it is. I'm gonna sign up first so I can get food to my house from Greg.
You can
Sounds
go to
great.
Thrive Market.
Thrive Market.
Use code RealRejects.
100% off.
And put John Humphrey's at home address.
John brings it to you.
2 years.
John has to do the producing and drive to your house.
Do you like that James Gunn confirmed this so early on?
Movie's out real soon.
I mean, it's such a. We had no time to really. Actually, you know what? Now that I said this out of my mouth, I'm like, nah, everyone was already theorizing it. And if it's true, you might as well get it out of the way. That way you can start
kind of an obvious one.
Yeah, if it's that obvious, you might as well start pondering who the big baddie is. And of course, the main thing people keep going to is Brainiac. I believed it was Brainiac 2.
You know what else it does?
What?
He's starting a machine every time he does news that's only going to draw up people to watch Superman on VOD, which just came out. It's going to draw Superman excited for Supergirl. Like, I think it's smart to have a 2-year marketing campaign on this thing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolute brilliant, especially because Superman
a second ago, you were asking what I thought.
I mean, Superman VOD. Yeah, fuck you. Superman VOD.
I think it's bad, but also brilliant. Seconds later.
Superman VOD.
Why would he do
I didn't
this?
say it was
Great
bad.
idea. I don't know if this is a good idea.
I was questioning
but it is.
I was questioning it. And then it came out of my mouth, and then I was like, you know what?
You know what sucks? This great idea.
Good stuff. I never said it sucks or it was bad. I can understand the tone maybe was implying that I thought it, and sure, there was a hesitancy.
Just know that every time I say something's good about DC, I get 10 times more shill comments. So when you start negative and I defend, it's going to come out a certain way.
I'm there with you, man. Okay. If it's not Brainiac, the other comic that he was very upfront about what he was inspired by was Birthright. And Birthright did something very unique with the Kryptonians from my memory. I believe this is Birthright. I get them a little jumbled together. He opened up the door for the Kryptonians. He had like a red sun take over or something like that. He did something where Lex would not, Superman wouldn't have his powers anymore, and he brought over a bunch of the Kryptonians from the Phantom Zone, and then that plan ended up going awry. I loved that part of the comic. I remember that being incredibly suspenseful. That was the one. That was such a cinematic page turner, and it was a unique way to bring in, you know, the idea of like doing Zod and shit. Because at some point I'm like, yeah, we got to get Zod again. We got to get all that at some point again.
Yeah.
And I liked how it was a direct involvement of Lex doing that. I feel like if we're not going to do Brainiac, and if we are going to go another, like people have talked about Metallo, and there's a bunch of other villains, maybe they could be setting up Lobo from Supergirl, and Lobo's some bigger thing that's a threat. I don't fucking know. But if they were, that idea with the Kryptonians, though, coming over here from the Phantom Zone and taking over, that's like an army. And you have Lex, who was, what is the clone's fucking name? And the Ultraman? Yeah, so you have Ultraman, so he already has Superman's DNA.
Right.
And part of All-Star Superman, he was able to take the DNA of Superman and allow him to have the powers for like 24 hours. We didn't even need the suit, but it was enough to combat Superman. So the combination of the mech suit, the combination that he already has Superman's DNA. I like the idea more with Brainiac. Brainiac's still my number one thing to opt for, but if he was to take inspiration from a comic, I love the idea of bringing over like the army of Kryptonians who want to take over Earth and repopulate their planet here, because that would also go in line with the story that was set up of what Jor-El's message was in Superman 1. It's a chance for Superman to really go up against that, and it's enough reason to justify why you would need not just Lex's intelligence, but the power of Lex in the suit as well.
Sure.
So, that's just where I'm opting at.
I think that's a realistic alt to the story. I think we both want Brainiac, but I think the seeds have been planted that could become that. I personally wouldn't do Zod in the second film. I'd do him in the third because, Superman 2 brought in Zod. I feel like you don't want to play the hits. You want to try to invent your own world, and we haven't seen Brainiac ever.
But they just used Lex in the first one.
Can't use Lex again. But I do think they want to bring in some new villain, right? Because we have had Lex before, and we did have Lex again as the main villain. You want to start the world with Lex and Superman, but I think bringing in a new villain next would work.
Yeah, Brainiac would probably be the better choice.
I think we need to make the movie before it's just our reality.
But Brainiac's
AI's coming so fast. By the third film,
though.
We have never gotten him.
But it would be cool to finally get him.
Yeah, I don't want to wait till 3 for Brainiac.
I think it should be Doomsday. No.
Just rush right ahead.
Yeah.
Just jump to Doom.
No, God damn it.
Apocalypse.
No.
No.
No, it is Doomsday.
It is Doomsday.
Yeah.
Okay,
You said it, and then I thought of the movie, and then I broke,
Then I was like, wait
a second, it is that? Is
the
his
villain.
name.
The villain is
That kills Superman. Doomsday. Your doubt got into my doubt, and then I thought of Doom.
Because we were just talking about Avengers Doomsday. That is confusing as hell.
That is what they need to rush to.
We haven't even considered that. Do you think that's kind of annoying DC a little bit?
That they changed the movie
They
Doomsday.
named Doomsday when
Their
Doomsday
big
is
Superman
the
villain
thing
is
that
Doomsday.
kills Superman. Yeah.
Not Dr. Doomsday. But Doomsday?
Haven't even considered that fact.
It'd be funny if they came out the same year and they did rush to
Yeah.
Doom, and it was like, we did Doomsday in the summer before you got to Winter Doomsday.
The next one's Superman Doomsday. Oh, that would be so hilarious. Just to
It's a
piss
big
off
Justice
Marvel.
League movie, so it's Avengers and Doomsday.
I'd be down for that. Did he confirm anything else?
Let's find out.
John, what's the chat saying?
Let's find out as well.
John, can you pull up another super chat?
Yes, I.
How's that
can.
Postmates order?
Yeah.
It's going
Did
great.
you send that
gang.
message to Tara that she's fired?
Yeah.
Yes, of
Thank you.
course.
In a carefully crafted
People are
PR-approved email.
casting Neil Crone as Brainiac. Let's see. People really want Brainiac. Some people say no more Zod, please.
What do you mean no more Zod?
I hope James Gunn benches Zod for a long time since Seattle KO.
We have had 2 Zods versus, we haven't had a Brainiac ever.
Well, okay, no, I'm talking about the Kryptonian arm. In Birthright, he comes in with an army of Kryptonians. It is a shit. It's not just the typical trio that he's with.
And it's cool. It's a really great story. Birthright's incredible.
And the fact that Superman's weakened, it is a super intense comic.
I like the idea of that, the alien elements of Lex being validated.
Yeah.
Hundo P, I agree. Abernathy Ross as Zod in movie 4 after they defeat Brainiac. They accidentally release him from Kandor.
What happens
there
in
you go.
3?
That's
TBD.
for you to figure
TBD.
out. We'll skip 3 and then go back as a prequel afterwards.
Cool. Into it.
I bet you're wondering how I got here. I'm
Jonathan had on
Brainiac. Yes, all right. Next super chat. That's what you asked for as well.
Yes.
Sebastian Yuntz, thank you for chiming in.
Thanks, Sebastian.
In Supergirl, what are some songs that you want to hear in the film? I really want to see Kara kick butt to Holding Out for a Hero or It's Raining Men.
I think Holding Out for a Hero is used fairly often.
It's been used a lot lately.
Also, she's a hero, so what's she holding out for?
I want to see Lobo would get down with the sickness.
I could see some Paramore. I think some pop punk could be cool for her. I could see some Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
What was Tommy Lee's group?
Tommy Lee.
What was Tommy Lee's band?
it's oh god, Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Oh, I could see that
I
era.
see Motley Crue. I think that would be a cool Easter egg since
Yeah.
Craig Gillespie did the Pam and Tommy show.
That's fun. And I think butt rock is a cool like theme for the supers.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, the rock and roll side of it, I mean,
The
would make
punk
sense,
rock.
especially with having Lobo in there.
Yeah.
This is so heavy metal.
I think that'd be awesome. I want White Zombie and everything, and I feel like James Gunn overseeing a universe is the only way I'll ever get
And the
it.
fact that like she likes to party,
Yeah.
I think like some type of more party rock kind of vibe.
That's why I was saying like pop
Yeah.
punk, like that high energy girl pop punk, and also metal for Lobo.
That'd be cool. I know some people complain about the saturation on our live streams. Is this better?
They are very pink.
I'll adjust the saturation.
I mean, it's probably fine now, John. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see if this is any better.
Yes, that's better. That's always better.
I didn't realize they were glowing orange. That explains a lot.
You know, I like my frame here, but we can make it a little stronger. Hold on a
Uh-oh.
second.
I don't even know what might happen.
I mean, yeah. What other songs do you want to hear, Coy?
Maybe some Hole. I think it'd be cool.
Hole or garbage.
Yeah, I like '90s grunge in that space.
Got to surprise Kate Bush.
Yeah, run up that hill.
Or,
Oh, that's a
Hounds
really
of
good
Love.
call.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a classic song. There are. Kate Bush made other songs.
She did. She did have a whole
that
career.
are also good.
She did, in fact.
But I do love running up that hill.
Do
Maybe
you think
some
they'll ever
Sinead
use
O'Connor.
rap in these movies?
I don't think Supergirl will, but I think like Booster Gold. I think that tone might suit it.
Yeah, man.
Greg wants to bring sexuality
trying to bring
back
sexuality
to
back
Real
in
Rejects
comics.
comic book live streams.
Yeah.
There's the doom bulge you were looking for.
Your doom is coming.
Victor Von Alba
Victor Von Alba.
squats into frame. I'm afraid of the comments on this chat.
No, man, we're
I mean,
good.
This is a cool. Actually, that light where it is kind of neat.
Where?
So you
That
can-
light?
Yeah. No, not that. That,
one?
that was also good. No, it's
No!
so long to get it to stand right. It's fine.
Okay,
Destroyed
sorry.
forever.
All right.
It's gonna take John a week to fix the studio.
So, yeah, we've talked about our main stories. Here's what I really want to talk about after we go through. John, can you put me in our super chat?
Yes. Sorry, I was busy desaturating you guys. Sebastian, thank you so much, Sebastian.
What time is it?
12:45
Oh my God, we got another hour, 15 minutes of smoothness
of
to go
this
through.
pure efficiency.
Sebastian Ewan's is back. Longtime fan.
Hey,
Little
buddy.
Heart emoji. Started Rocket Man movie review.
What is your comment?
I haven't seen Rocket Man.
Just
no, I have.
just a love comment. Just saying that they're a long.
Oh, he started our Rocket Man movie review?
He started with Rocket Man, which was years ago.
Oh, I don't even remember that film.
That's a great movie.
We should watch Better Man, though. That's what I thought he was talking
I
about.
want to watch Better.
I want to
Man.
watch Better Man.
I
Robbie
re-
Williams as a monkey.
I
excites me.
remember praising Rocket Man as a more enjoyable experience than
It's a lot better than the fucking
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That movie winning an Oscar is just shame.
I remember John and I getting shat on for that review
'Cause you didn't like it?
'Cause we did not like
They cut away the sexuality of Freddie Mercury. Speaking of neutering things, like
Nah.
that is an insane thing.
That was just the weirdest. All I remember, my only thing I truly remember from that film is the idea that they were talking about breaking the mold and being different in the most generic.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna do
biopic
something
I've
nothing's ever
seen."
been done. Play music live.
and do it to the structure of every other one of these movies.
What if there's a conflict right at the end and then we overcome it to music and then credits roll? Unprecedented.
Yeah, that was a fun movie.
What
Meanwhile,
if we
like
highly advertise the authorial oversight of the band itself?
they also were like a ton
Yeah.
of scenes that are like, and then he had a lot of male roommates.
Hey, I want to pull up something a little different. I want to talk about this really quick. I know this is different for us.
Oh no.
Oh,
Scary Movie 6.
I'm excited
yeah.
about this.
Here, John. I saved one image to save you a little bit of time here.
Oh, sick. Sick.
I want to talk about the movies that Marlon Wayans has said they are for sure going to be parodying in it, which
Whoa.
I thought was very, very interesting.
Curveball.
Moment of silence. Everyone be quiet. Greg is thinking.
I was gonna say I can start reading.
Please, John, don't talk. Everyone just be quiet. This is good.
This is where the mid rolls go.
Craig's not paying attention to the stream. Everyone be quiet. Here, John, there's a neat screenshot you could take from that Twitter I sent you. Just take a screenshot.
Cool.
And I'll have
I'm
the list up there for you.
High tech live stream.
Yeah. just hang tight while I pull this up.
You know, we're just hanging out.
All right.
I read one comment here in the live chat. I fan cast Tremel Tillman as Brainiac. That's who I really want as Brainiac.
Michael C. Hall for me.
I know, yeah. That's your pick, huh?
Really is.
That's your pick.
Especially after Gamer. I don't know if you saw Gamer.
I saw Gamer when it first came out.
Yeah, I saw that in theaters. He's great in Gamer.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Real stretch.
Dances.
Never seen Gamer.
Oh, it's fun.
Or
should.
law abiding
Some of the guy who did Crank.
Yep.
I've never seen
and the new
Crank
Hellboy movie.
either.
He's fun, man.
I've seen
I like that
zero
director.
Crank movies.
He's a fun fella.
All right, we're pulling right now. If you're just joining in, we're gonna pull up the list of the movies from Scary Movie 6 that Marlon Wayans has said they will for sure be doing a parody of.
A lot of Blondie in the chat for Supergirl. That's a great call.
Blondie is a great call for Supergirl. Whoop, there we go. Scary Movie
Whoop,
6.
there it
intel.
is. Okay, so John, can you read off the movies, please?
Absolutely. I thought you'd never ask. Marlon Wayans says the modern horror movies they'd like to spoof Scary Movie 6 include Nope, Heretic, Sinners, Long Legs, Get Out, and of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
He did say, of course, like Scream they would be doing.
That's what all the other ones were.
I mean, the prime opportunity for Scary Movie 6 seems to be making fun of the reboot era.
The Legacy meta sequel.
Yeah, it was just like perfect for Scary Movie 6.
A Legacy meta sequel of a Scary Movie franchise.
And part of me is even thinking they should just call it like the Scary Movie.
I
instead of
think they
Scary
should.
Movie.
Yeah, I think they should do like
Yeah.
Scream and just call it Scary
Yeah,
Movie.
or put like the 6 in the S for scary.
Yeah.
Confusing to
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
Scary.
Because I know what you did last summer, just being called that again makes no sense, and they should do the same thing.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that these reboots do, but like the mix is interesting to me. Like I found it very, very interesting because like Heretic, I didn't know was big enough.
Yeah.
Because some of these are indie darling horror movies. Like
But-
I saw. Have you seen Heretic?
No.
It's
Wait,
incredible.
who's in it?
Hugh Grant's best performance, hands down, best performance. I cannot think of another movie where I'm like, he
Notting
transforms.
Hill.
It's pretty good at Notting Hill. That's like that's arguably my favorite rom com, actually.
Paddington 2.
Yeah, I've heard people praise him a lot for Paddington 2, but he is terrifying and fun. And I never
I
thought
actually think he slept on as an actor, man.
he is. He really is, and he's really fucking good in Heretic.
Willy Wonka didn't help him as an Oompa Loompa, but overall,
No. Okay, so like, you know, the fact that the Wayans are back, I think, is great because they have like the Jordan Peele black culture horror movies like Get Out, Sinners. I guess like Nope is just from. Is that really a black culture movie? I guess so.
I mean, it's in the soup, regardless.
Yeah.
Because of who your protagonists are and
Yeah.
the point of view the movie is authored from.
That's true. Heretic, very black culture.
very black.
Long legs, very black
The
culture.
blackest.
So yeah, but they're gonna have that, which I think will be fun. But then I love the idea that they're actually doing. And what's fun is they're doing that, and Jordan Peele produced his most recent movie.
I love
you
that
know?
they have like a one away. Like they can work together. I'd love if Jordan Peele did anything on Scary Movie.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to get Jordan Peele to actually
cameo.
be
I
in it,
think, yeah.
considering their background.
It'd be so much fun if Jordan Peele, the comedian, came back for one last round.
Or even if they got Keegan Michael Key in there as well.
I would love if Keegan Michael Key played Jordan Peele.
Keegan Michael P. Key,
Keegan Michael P.
BGs with Wee P.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
So yeah, that and okay, so like Thunder God in the chat is bringing about like The Conjuring or Terrifier. See, I feel like all those movies will be done, but if
They cover the gamut in Scary Movies. They do so many in a movie.
but the part with the Scary Movie 1 in particular that I thought they did so well is they knew to keep it focused on just a couple.
Well, the arc in Scary Movie 1 is one movie, mainly. It's like
mainly
2 or 3. It's
Scream, and I know
but
you did
they
last
throw
summer.
a lot of references in.
Yeah.
I think you have an arc that's one major movie, like they do well, and then just scattershot.
See, I don't feel like they should just throw everything into one film. I feel like they should do a really good 6. That way they can get their hands on doing a Scary Movie 7, maybe 8. And because horror has made a resurgence.
Yeah, I think horror is huge right now.
And if you look at that list, which is on screen right now, it's on screen right now. Good timing, John.
Yeah, right now.
Cut to Coy single.
All right.
to my single. Oh shit. Go back to the two shot.
Oh, wait. Sorry. The two shot.
Go back to the list. Sorry.
What do you need from me right now?
Now I'm confused myself. Go back to the list.
Okay.
Like, this variety of horror films is very unique.
It is.
So this is the most excited I've been for Scary Movie 6. A lot of people were just excited at the idea, like, of them coming back. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. We could. Naked Gun, I think, is an amazing spoof. Holy shit, that movie really does deliver the goods.
Yeah.
And John, you would love that movie. It really delivers the goods.
Is that? All right.
But this list is such a variety of different types of horror movies. I have no idea what the hell this plot would actually be. Like, what would be the main one they would take a plot from?
I feel like Conjuring is going to be their anchor. I feel like what Blumhouse did to revitalize horror is going to be like the core of what it is.
Oh my god, there's like Megan
yeah,
as well.
all the Blumhouse stuff, all the James.
Not like cliche horror movies.
I've been dabbling.
These are films that are like dramas mainly. With horror.
I liked Barbarian. I loved 28 Years Later. 28 Years Later is my top 5 of the year.
See, I think 28 Years Later is more horror direct than Heretic is.
Have you seen 28 Years? Because that's like an existential pondering of mortality more than a horror movie to me.
Yeah, but the first half is more horror.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, I mean, I've been loving like some horror of late. Like this is the most horror I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Dude,
anyway,
weapons, bro.
Are you guys excited for these more scary movie films? I'm excited for more scary. John, can you
I like the
Photoshop?
Long Walk. That was horror-y.
Yeah, definitely. Like something like that. Ooh, you know what movie I cannot stop thinking about? This actually might be my favorite movie of the year. I put it on a whim because I had lunch with Dan Merle and we were talking about just like once in a while just putting on a movie. I bought this movie because I was like, that's my way of really feeling like I support the studios. Is when I actually buy a VOD.
When I actually support this.
Is when I actually support them.
You know how I support them? By supporting them. But
I mean, they get more money there than my AMC A-list. They do. You know,
you know how I buy food? I buy food.
I'll admit, it was a stupid comment. All right.
I was just pulled the pin out the grenade on purpose when I threw
fucking
it.
stupid comment. I'm sorry.
You know, I keep my water on. I pay my water bill.
That's hilarious.
No, I stay full. I eat food.
Okay, this movie.
Let's see how far I can go without you losing all track.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen Eddington.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Ari Aster's Eddington.
Is it a horror
John, can you pull up a photo of Eddington so people who are shown in here know we're talking about them? We got a bunch of super chats to go through.
We got a bunch of.
It's Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal, right?
Yeah, it's Ari Aster's new movie.
It's a like pandemic movie.
Yeah, it's this weird, dark
Favorite of the year.
Dark Western political satire sort of action movie.
I've heard it's very Coen-y.
Yeah, but very Ari Aster though.
Sure.
And just how strange it is. The fact that it got like all I saw was a teaser trailer that had this one standoff scene with Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro. It was enough to get me interested. And then I saw it had like a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa!
I was like, oh shit, man, this must be like a fun bad movie. I thought I could not. Every day I've thought about it for the last 2 weeks. And I've had that experience with other movies. Like, oh, I thought that would be Weapons. I kind of stopped thinking about Weapons. I thought that would be Sinners. I kind of stopped thinking about like all these movies that I thought would be like the top.
Yeah.
Eddington, the random movie I put on a random Saturday night, is the one movie every single day. And then I found myself like for days like, oh, I want to hear about Ari Aster. I want to hear podcasts. I want to hear everything.
Did you see the Theo Von with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, that's why I ended up putting that on.
That's fantastic.
I was so compelled by this. I thought this movie was so interesting. Like, it is not for everybody. It is 100% polarizing. It completely takes jabs at both sides, but in a way that doesn't feel like it's taking. Sometimes it feels like it's taking direct jabs. Other times it's really imbuing it. Like our main character is someone who's right-leaning conservative Joaquin Phoenix, but he's not. It doesn't do it in a way that's like Ari Aster's making a point about him.
It's so interesting. It's 3.4 on Letterboxd, but all of my people are all over the board. Like a 2.5 star, 3.5 star, 5 star, 1 star are the 4 friends I've seen that have watched it. Literally no cohesion whatsoever.
Well, it makes fun. It goes after both
Interesting.
sides, but it's this weird, like, it all takes place in New Mexico, and it's in this like bubble that, because we live in LA and we live in LA where when like Black Lives Matter and the pandemic's going down. It's a very different experience in a small town.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to take all these big world things that you're seeing
And
on
see
the
how-
internet and the media and watch it all in this really condensed city.
Yeah.
And it weirdly feels more like evergreen because it's so specific in its time. You know?
Okay. Yeah, because it's like a historic thing. But
Yeah.
it's recent.
A lot of people hate it and a lot of people love it, and because it's got passion and feelings. But it is probably my favorite movie of the year.
All right.
Yeah.
It's been on my watch list. I didn't realize it was that good.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I mean, you might hate it, honestly.
Yeah.
you might hate it.
I would rather
Yeah.
strongly hate something than be neutral.
Yeah, I love it, man. I thought it was so good, and then it takes this weird turn in the finale, and that's a real, like, am I going to be on board for this or not? And yeah, I really, guys in the chat, did you see this movie, Eddington? I thought it was so good. I cannot stop thinking about it.
I'm very excited to see it.
And since I bought it and I support the studios, I'll give you
Yeah.
all access to my Prime Video account.
That way we're supporting the
so you don't
studios.
have to
Woo.
buy it yourself.
That's how
can
you support,
just
by stealing
watch it from
the
my
digital
account.
copy.
Just
ready.
Pull the pin out the grenade on purpose before you throw it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, hey guys, let's go back to the super chats since it's 1 p.m.
It's time.
Okay, to make sure we go through all of them, we're going to disable the super chats at 1:55 p.m. so we end on time.
Yes,
That's how we do
agreed.
it.
I'll
That's
set
how
I'll
we
set a
do
timer
it.
for 56 minutes from now.
You got to make sure.
Yeah. All right, we got one person in the chat who actually liked Eddington. I like to hear it.
Hey, that's what we love to see. Very divisive.
10v900. Eddington was involved in a controversy from people who didn't actually see it.
That sounds
Very
about
common.
right.
Yeah.
I live in New Mexico is very accurate of our rural areas, says Abernathy.
Yeah, man.
Ron.
Hey guys, if you're in the chat, please leave a like. There's 460 of you guys watching right now. If half of you leave a like, this will help out the stream.
I get the sense that the one thing that everyone agrees on about Eddington is that they liked it more than Bo is Afraid.
I haven't seen Bo is Afraid
Man,
yet.
that movie was
Me
so intense.
too.
I had such an anxiety attack.
I haven't
in that
seen
movie.
it yet, yeah.
Me neither. But I have seen the next super chat.
Oh,
If you guys want to talk about that.
I would gladly invite people over to watch Eddie's. It's just,
Number
let's
one
do
of the
it.
year.
It's just such a weird movie.
I
movie
would love
night.
that. Let's do it.
I'm down for a movie night.
All right, Captain.
Because we don't watch enough movies
Guys,
together, guys.
what?
We don't watch enough
Don't we
movies
do
for the
it
joy
together?
of watching movies.
It would actually be interesting to sit and not talk while watching movies, you guys.
Audio's cutting out. It says,
No.
Jen, let me check.
no.
Let me check.
The only group of people I always talk through movies with to not talk would be fascinating, how I usually watch movies.
You know who will still talk? Andrew.
Does he?
He's a talker.
Well, then Andrew's not invited. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Andrew. I don't care how difficult life has been, quote unquote.
I'm sure he'd love something like Eddington.
He'll be here in an hour. We can tell him in
We'll
person.
tell him you're not invited.
Yeah.
You talk during movies.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
I know that Joaquin Phoenix almost played Batman and Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic.
Well, the audio sounds all right in
No.
my playback here, so I'm going to
We
read
love
Captain
Andrew.
Fernandez.
That's why we jest.
We only just because we.
If we didn't love Andrew, we wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, that's the reality of things.
Just want to get that clip before it's clipped out.
I love Andrew.
Hey, man, Andrew's been in here with a very sardonic energy as of late, so I think he could,
Oh.
of all time,
He
just
gets
handle
it. Now's the time.
Yeah,
Gets it,
'cause
man. He's going through grief.
He
When
also
you're in-
looks great.
When you're in a
too.
grieving stage, shit, man, you get sardonic as shit.
You
Yeah,
got- you got
I've
so
never
close
heard
to Boomhauer.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, I'm not
Andrew,
Andrew, tell Andrew dealing grief, man. What?
Dangle, sad.
A little sad Andrew over there, man.
All
You
right.
guys seen the new season? It's
It's
exceptional.
exceptional.
It is so good.
I was so relieved.
One of my favorite shows this year.
John, what's on the super chat list here?
King of the Hill and King of the Hill
Are you
accessories.
closing it down? I'll close it down.
No, don't close it down.
All right. Yeah, we still got 54 minutes. This is Captain Fernandez. Thank you for chiming in. This Paramount buying WB story is freaking me out. How do y'all feel about it?
It's freaking me out because Paramount is the fucking worst when dealing with copyright claims. They really are.
Say it to this camera.
God,
this camera. This camera.
They are. People often bag on Universal for being the shitty one. They're second. Paramount is the worst when it comes to copyright claims. We have ran the gambit on testing them out with like, let's leave this shit unlisted for a while. And then once it goes public, they're like, copyright claim. And you can keep it public, but
not going to get any money
we're going to
for
get
it.
all the revenue for it. And it's going to be like 5 seconds we're claiming from this video. It's oftentimes like 5 seconds that they're claiming. It is gnarly. And then
the crucial 5 seconds that'll prevent someone from buying a Blu-ray.
And then they send the most
Now that I know that happens.
bullshit threats. They have like real threatening emails that I've found to be just the biggest bullshit. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah.
So if you're wondering why we haven't covered blank movie.
I'm like, I'm going to keep fighting you because you're dumb about this. Like, this is stupid what you're telling me.
Not covering Sonic 4.
I was
tell you
like,
what.
I've mathematically figured out that we have used 1/4 of cropped in footage here.
Yeah, there is a
And you're
science to it.
telling me that we are using half. You're lying to me. I know you're lying. I can count this. So yeah, that anyway, Paramount sucks, and but I like their streaming service actually. It's
got a lot on it.
They got a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're building out a Dexter universe. Why are people scared about it exactly? Why am I afraid of corporate people again?
I think any merger is kind of scary, but at the same
People
time,
lose jobs and shit.
a
When
lot
that
of people
happens.
lose jobs.
That's a real terrible.
Like we've
part,
lived through that on just the PR side, like
Yeah.
seeing so many people lose jobs.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
there's so many
you know.
less studios now.
Yeah, I think that's always hard. Is like when there's 5 studios instead of 20, you make less art. My thing is Warner Brothers is having their best year in a long time. I don't know why WB after 7 $40 million successes would want to,
I
but
think they
that's why
inherited-
Paramount would want to.
Didn't they inherit like billions in debt?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like if you're on an upswing now, is that the time to sell to benefit the other company, or do you keep riding it and get to a place of goodness?
Didn't Paramount just buy like the whole CBS thing?
Yeah.
The whole thing with Colbert? and
Paramount was
everything?
doing great. Also,
How is Paramount
that
doing so?
worries
Oh, because
me.
they're partnered with like Skydance and
right.
shit.
They're also like the big corporation over Paramount is like.
Yeah.
But you know the way they've been handling things with the acquisition of CBS.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to Warner Brothers?
My conversation is just me having snippets of Beyond the Trailer and John Campea in my head. And then I'm just spurring out what I remember.
Oh, that seems like a thing. Yeah, that totally is what happened. Yeah.
No, it looked like I kind of know what you're talking about.
This
And
is a
I
reference?
nod my head.
Yeah,
This is how politicians have become
What they
popular.
are.
They get on podcasts with people who
Just-
don't know what they're really talking about.
And they nod, and here we are. I worry about any merger, but I also want art to keep going. So the debt, I don't know how that's been going. I don't know the ins and outs of Warner Brothers finances, but I know they're having a great year. So I want that to continue, whatever that looks like.
Do you? I think I saw the Campea headline, and I haven't heard jack about it. And it was about. Oh, funny enough, Robert Pugh just actually said exactly what I was about to bring up. Some people think they're going to fire Gunn if they buy WB. I don't think that's going to happen.
The movie that did the best out of the whole genre this year, the guy that's running a like why?
Well, you know what? After Zaslav did come in, there was like these cut downs on things that were already completed, and Paramount does seem to be in the whole let's slash things to save money.
But they wouldn't do the things that are succeeding. Like it's like
Yes.
why would you get rid of the things that work?
But sometimes they make these financial decisions to numbers we're not privy to that seem smart to them, and then it just angers the rest of the world. So I guess there's the fear of what could happen.
Yeah.
Even though it might not be based in any actual information we have, or maybe it is, and I just don't know.
I just know the profits on Superman were good, and that's not been the case with a lot of movies this year. And Warner Brothers' choices have been really strong
But we could get crossovers, Coy.
with Sonic,
Tom Cruise could be Ethan,
Top Gun,
could be
and
Tom-
Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Maverick and Hal Jordan,
Or-
flying into the danger zone
Or
with
Tom
the
Cruise
rings.
could just be in one of these movies.
Yep,
instead.
it's time. He's not Superior Iron Man. He's Hal Jordan from the future.
You could have
he would have been a great Hal Jordan. 20
Dexter
years ago.
versus Batman.
Could happen.
You could have Sonic and the
Batman's
Flash.
like, I need a vigilante, and he goes after Batman. Dexter's out here wrapping up Batman and telling him riddles.
I mean, Sonic and the Flash would be pretty awesome.
In the comics, Knuckles and Batman, Dark, the Keanu Reeves one and Batman teamed up. Shadow and Batman teamed up, and
League of Shadow.
Knuckles and Superman. It's really fun, and Flash and Sonic.
Merger, baby.
Put it in theaters.
Merger.
Get rid of all the things that are working.
I say merger before that one thing I want to see. Screw thousands of other people's livelihoods.
I want Scooby Doo and Sonic. That's what I'd want.
That'd be
from Warner
fun.
Brothers. But either way, it's not gonna happen. I'm not worried about it personally.
Anyway, yeah, that's our thoughts.
Yeah.
Let's move on now. Thanks for the question.
Next, thank you, Captain. Next super chat comes from LJ Spears.
Thanks, LJ Spears.
Thank you,
I
LJ.
love your work on Mad TV.
Woo, hell yeah. Let's see. LJ says thoughts on the Batman Beyond / Static collab.
What? I don't know anything about that.
Batman Beyond Static collab. This is news to me.
No.
Please tell me.
Whoa!
Breaking comic news.
The comic
Oh, doesn't know. Static Batman.
Dumb.
Yeah. Fake.
Dumb guy.
Fake nerd. Fake. Oh, it's a 6-issue limited series. Oh, this art's great.
Oh wait, go back.
Oh, it's an Elseworld.
in both shots at once.
Yeah. If you got your head in the right place,
It
you
looks
could
like a
be in all
split
three.
diopter
Your
shot,
head,
like the weirdest.
right here.
How do I do this? How do I get my hand in both shots?
You just got to get somewhere in this vicinity at an
Oh, there it
angle.
is.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm punching Coy. Coy, move your head to the right in 3, 2, 1. No, right
To
the
the-
right.
I think the
You're
camera
right.
right. Okay, ready.
I said you're right. Did I say the words can't?
I was looking at the camera.
Okay.
right.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we
Hey,
did
that
it.
wasn't too bad. That was pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Stunts.
Anyway,
Hashtag
Stunts.
I think it's time Campy invites us back.
To
So, what's the next super chat?
you just punched me and you're like, time
the
for
comic.
Campion.
Okay,
I'm
about
gonna
the
box
comic.
John.
Okay, let's look up information about this comic.
It looks like it's an Elseworld announced on the 13th officially. Batman Static Beyond, which is a clever title. I like that. 6-issue comic book series by Evan Narcisse and visionary artist. I don't see who's doing the art.
Okay, here we go. There's it's in a futuristic interplanetary setting to stop a villain called Shutdown who causes a global blackout. Virgil receives a new Static Beyond Shutdown suit, and Terry gets more analog suit after his powers are disrupted. Features a team-up forced by a global power crisis, focusing on their combined efforts to reshape Earth's future and navigate a world entering an interplanetary alliance.
Sounds about right.
That sounds good. It sounds like a really good comic. I like
6
everything
issues.
that's drawn in words.
Yeah, gonna read it.
I can't wait. Thank you for your super chat.
I literally didn't know. Thank you.
Thank you. That goes right into replenishing the funds lost from all the Thrive Market money I've spent.
Ugh, just sending it out. You might get some.
Let's hope so.
Sponsor the channel.
John, who's next?
Let's find out. Just doing a little bit of a refresh here. Ours rolled. All right.
Ours will roll.
Ours will roll. It's Alex back in the game.
What's up, buds?
Thanks, Alex.
What's up, buds?
Hot take. Florence Pugh is a better Black Widow than ScarJo. And do you think they'll use Yelena like they did with Natasha by putting her in multiple MCU movies that wasn't hers moving forward?
Is that a hot take? I like her way more than
I think she's got
Black
more
Widow.
to do. I don't necessarily blame Scarlett Johansson, but I do agree. I think they've written her better, and I think they've given her a lot of really, like, I think the character of Yelena has been handled better.
I just think she's a better person.
I mean, just as a person.
Yeah.
One of them's not married to Colin Jost.
One of them's just a bad.
So, frankly,
I just don't like the other person.
yeah, it's on her.
I think Florence Pugh is a more compelling lead. I mean, yeah, they didn't really give her much of an interesting leading role in the Black Widow movie herself, and in some ways that was kind of, I don't know if this, because Scarlett Johansson produced it, so part of me was going, was she like being generous here? Was she was letting the other cast members around her, like was she there to service these other characters? Because it kind of felt that way, especially knowing that would be her last time in the MCU. But Yelena leading Thunderbolts, I thought she's incredible in that. Sometimes I do think they might overly rely on the whole, you know what? As I was saying it, I was like, I don't actually feel this. I was going to say, like, because of something we watched that we can't talk about. The sarcasm side, but I was like, no, it was kind of just the humor in that wasn't like, I didn't jive the most with. But when I rewatched her in Hawkeye, I thought she was great. And yeah, I get it. She's like the dry, sarcastic Russian girl. for some reason, because of what we just watched, I was going, this didn't.
Oh, right. You're plugging that in. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'm like, but everything else I've seen her in, I thought she was absolutely flawless.
I think she's
yeah.
incredible. I don't know how much they'll be doing with any characters post Secret Wars in multiple places. So I don't really know if we can answer the second part of your question.
Yeah, plus Florence Pugh is just a gem. She really is a gem, man. She's
Total
the
sweetheart.
best. She's the best.
Uncut gem.
All right, who's next on here? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks for the super chat.
All right.
Really, thank you
Aiden.
guys who contribute. Thank you a lot.
Absolutely. Appreciate all of you.
We know
Aiden.
90% of you guys already gave all your money to 3C Films and John-Kamen and Christian Harloff. So thank
So
you.
for the ones that are left, we
So
appreciate it.
Thank you. Who else is live right now? Beyond the Trailer live. Whoever else is live.
Yeah. Who are we competing with? Aiden Doherty. Thank you for chiming in, being so generous.
Is there a way to switch this to live to like see who's live on YouTube? Is there like a section?
There's got to be.
We've got like
I
a
think there's probably a
Just
stream
hop in
live
there and
hub.
be like, screw you.
we just raid.
Oh yeah, you just click here, the live button.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Campy is live right now. He's only got 1,300 more people watching,
that's it.
but he goes live every day. He should have
Yeah.
like 4,000 more people.
Come
watching.
on.
He's all pro at this by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live every Friday.
Ghost by Fireplace Lo-Fi Chill Hop is streaming live.
Okay.
Sweet Ghost Moments Lo-Fi Chill Beats is also streaming live.
The Associated Press, Nerdrotic, he's live with a lot of people watching. Wrestling Days, That's Football.
Tokushoutsu is doing a live streamed Power Rangers Super Sentai marathon.
Dr. Disrespect, he's live. 8,000 people watching. That's a lot. Who's next on our super chat?
Anyway, the super chats. Yes. Next up, we have Aiden Doherty.
What's up,
Thank you
Aiden?
for joining us.
What's up, baby Aiden?
I find it hilarious that James made such a huge point that Man of Tomorrow is not a sequel, and then he called it a sequel multiple times on the Howard Stern show. Just kind of funny.
I mean, it's not called Superman 2. Would you call Batman v Superman a Man of Steel sequel? Huh?
Definitely not.
Wait, guys, you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're running the shower.
There's a shower?
Well, there's a
Yeah,
trough
Andrew's
that's
shower.
intended to be a shower eventually. Right now, it's the place where they water the plants. I think.
I see. All right. I was like, why is there a shower in this very industrial building? Can you repeat the question?
God
Yes.
damn it, Coy.
I was distracted by the shower.
Coy, I find it hilarious that James, made such a huge point that Man of Tomorrow is not a sequel, and then he called it a sequel multiple times on the Howard Stern show. It's just kind of funny. Don't you think it's funny, Coy?
And I made a hilarious comment following
BVS.
that.
I heard your
Yeah,
comment.
that was-
now
that
I
was-
get it.
Michael comment was really funny.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer this. Yeah. Sequel. I don't know if they're trying to,
Not sequel.
but is sequel.
I mean, it straight up is a Superman 2.
it's just not called Superman 2.
He did say it's not a. He was saying, in all fairness, he was saying it like, oh, I guess this next one will be a Superman cameo, will be in this thing or something like that, or he'll be a supporting character.
I think he said a central character, but it's not a Superman sequel or some language like that, which is why I think it's going to be a Lex Luthor movie.
I think it would be so much. Exactly. I think it would be so much cooler if it is more of a.
A Lex story.
Yeah, like how. I mean, the Man of Steel. It wouldn't be the Man of Steel comic because that poises it from solely Lex's point of view, where Superman is looked at as like an evil.
But it'd be
god.
interesting if he was the protagonist in
I
a
would
way.
actually kind of prefer that.
And we haven't done that, really. I know they say like Thanos was the lead of Infinity War, but it'd be really cool if the second movie was like kind of
And if Doctor Doom was the actual lead of his Doomsday
actually
movie,
would be great. I
and
really
if-
hope that
And
actually
if
happens.
Doomsday was the lead of the movie where he kills Superman,
Yeah, Doomsday.
yeah,
2029.
that would be cool.
But I do think it's going to be a Lex story.
And if we did a meditative piece of Zod in the Phantom Zone,
Yeah, whole movie of Zen.
yeah, and
Incredible
then
Hulk 2 is going to be.
post-credit scene, he gets out. Yeah,
That's it. Universe built. You're welcome.
we don't see how. Yeah.
That's all we need. But yeah, I think it's going to be, akin to a sequel.
Oh, totally, Coy. Totally.
Totes.
Totally.
Totally.
Totally. James Gunn's a liar. Filthy liar.
Filthy. Take a bath. Robert Preuser's up next.
Hey,
Thank
buddy.
you for chiming in. Appreciate your generosity. Hope you guys are having a good day.
It's okay.
Been loving the Severance reaction.
We don't want to talk about Bin Laden.
Amazing
Yesterday's
show.
live stream.
He said Bin Laden the severance reactions.
Yes, Bin Laden's Severance reactions have been truly something.
Told you there was a lie.
There it
He's
is.
really
There
around.
it is.
He's really around. James Gunn lied to me all those years ago at that signing for Super.
That's the craziest thing. That is so funny to me.
That is how
That's how John found out.
Yeah, James Gunn just stands up from the autograph table really quick and goes, "They got Bin Laden." And then
I found out from a Rock tweet.
and then I shouted, "Shut up, terrorism!" Anyway, amazing show. I can't wait for season 3. I know some of you will have seen Shrinking and Ted Lasso, but will other rejects react to them?
No.
You heard it here.
I don't know about maybe Shrinking in the future. I would love to just see like I'm compelled to have. Here's the weird thing with Apple TV. You know, like we're trying to balance the scales a little bit here with doing stuff that we have a feeling won't be big.
But we care about.
But also sometimes it's really scary when the things you think will do well don't do well. And then you're also taking the chances on things that you're like, oh, shit, now we have a lot of things not doing well. So we're trying to balance it out a little bit. That's why it's like, okay, Alice in Borderland was a risk. We wasn't sure, and it's not doing that great. But like, well, we're committed to finishing off. Severance is kind of in this weird middle territory where like the watch time's really good, but the views aren't great. But it's like we tried. Requiem for a Dream was one where I had a feeling it wouldn't do well. Strange Darling, but it's like we had other things that week that we knew would do all right. So like we try to balance it out because you know we still want to make sure that we could write everyone's paychecks here. Shrinking, I just think would be great reaction videos. Like I think in particular on the crew here, I think John and Aaron would.
I was gonna suggest John and Aaron. Actually,
John and
that's
Aaron
funny.
would give them incredible. I think they would do an excellent job on covering those videos. I think they would just love the show.
100%.
But I feel like if there's anyone to react to
It
it,
suits both of them, and we've
exactly.
also both seen it. But like as far as everyone else, yeah, I agree.
yeah. But that was definitely one of my top 10 favorite shows of all time. And I would say, but I think like if we were to do it, probably closer to the release of season 3. And build up to that. Like with Severance, we knew that they'd be promoting it, so we were like, let's take a chance now. Probably would have been smarter when Severance season 2 was airing, but you know,
What are you
take
gonna
it out.
do?
So yeah, perhaps in the future, Shrinking.
Heck yeah. All righty. Let's move on to CL. Thanks for chiming into the chat. For G, how do you stay motivated as a leader?
Shrooms. Lots of shrooms.
All the time. This machine runs on shrooms.
You see, you take your emotions. John, can you
Give him a single.
Can you get the single?
There it is.
Can you crop in on me? Tighter. Really tight.
All right.
Zoom in and hands.
I want it so tight.
Zoom in and
I
hands.
want it like uncomfortably tight. That's good. So you take your emotions and you see how they're in frame. You just take it out of frame.
That's it. It's a metaphor.
So you just
They're gone.
You just ignore how you feel. And you just tend everyone else's what I like to call bullshit. John's bullshit, Coy's bullshit, why he can't send you a text, Rox's bullshit, Andrew's bullshit. Your
Those
wife's
emotions just go
bullshit.
away. Those emotions are gone once they're out of the window.
And your own bullshit. You just push it down and you ignore it. And then you smile and you go, being an influencer's the future. And you tell all the children to pursue likes and follows.
That's the only
And you
way.
hit that subscribe button. You plug your Patreon.
Commodify everything you've ever loved.
And you
Make
ask-
sure you don't feel anything.
And you ask for super chats
Yeah.
on a Friday afternoon.
And you just spend your time right before getting on a flight just begging, hoping anyone might support you.
You feel that heart rate? Yeah, you just ignore that.
You ignore that
till you're
too.
back in the hospital.
You got your biometrics, you ignore them. You go, hey, it's
That's
in
why I got
range.
rid of my Apple Watch. I
Because it was
like,
telling you the
this is
truth.
telling me too much information.
I don't want it.
And they say ignorance is bliss.
Chest tightness, ignore it.
And that's why you
Especially.
work out to
Yep.
get validation externally for a couple hours to realize this 7 months wasn't that worth it.
But you look at those photos and go,
You go,
well,
well,
I did do that.
I did do that once.
And there it was.
And people called you an inspiration, but they didn't do anything with that inspiration.
Certainly won't. Nope. Not even a little.
What's the real question? Let me try to answer this sincerely now.
It's too late. We're moving on.
Move on. Thanks for the money.
CL
No,
says,
what's the question?
how do you stay motivated as a leader if team roadblocks or internal issues slow your momentum or impact morale? I admire all that you've accomplished.
Dude. I mean, if I'm being okay, let's just actually push the sarcasm to the side. To be totally honest, I don't feel like I'm the best at it. I really don't. I think I'm a responsible person, so I get into positions where I'm like, oh, I have a responsibility to do this. But I think everyone would attest, I don't exactly have the greatest attitude. Like, I am often associated as Greg is probably stressed out, or people usually ask me like, hey, how you doing, man? You stressed? They usually follow that with that question of, you stressed? And it's kind of sad that is like the default thing. And it's also my fault of why people think that. So, you know, like, I would love to be here with the biggest sage of wisdom advice, but I'm also a person who's a big work in progress. I think all of us, most of us here for the most part, like to work on ourselves in some way.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the therapy thing, but you know, I like to listen to a lot of different audios. I like to read. I like to do all that, and I feel like I'm better every year, or I feel like I'm better than I was. But you know, a lot of times I can still run into things where I'm back to feeling super hollow. I've had it a lot this week, and then I started feeling good before the stream, and I was like, I'm going to use that feeling and to take it into the stream, you know, and try to nurture it today. But now that you've reminded me of my pain this week, I think I'm just going to go right back to where I was a couple hours ago. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Thanks for the money.
Killing it.
That was the most uninspiring thing I could say to anyone.
Whatever the end of a sports movie is, that was the opposite.
I mean, it's just the reality. Like, the reality is like some people hate our intros. Some people really do. They just seem like they're people who bitch about life. And I'm like, we're not here saying we're bitching about filming reactions. We're here saying like we're having a hard time.
We're bitching about life.
The other things
get to the
before
reaction.
we got here is like the life stuff that's happening, and we're bringing that into us. But then
because that affects the reactions. We're trying to be honest, but
Yeah.
I don't think honesty is what people. I don't think honesty is what those people want. I think our audience is very specific that most of it does want honesty.
Yeah.
Like I think we have a really good audience, but the people that don't want that, they're never going to change.
Yeah. Well, I noticed what I really just 90% of the time when I'm stressed out or vexed or whatever or heated, all that really takes is just a real conversation with someone or the actual person I need to have the conversation with. Most of the time, if there's any advice I can give is like, go against your fear. Why are you single on Coy when I am saying if there's one
He's
piece of advice I can
inspiring.
give,
The most
one to-
overlooked piece of footage in every movie is the reaction shot, and it sells and the efficacy of the emotion of the moment. So, Coy listening to you.
Coy was definitely looking at the phone.
He's looking
I
at
was
you.
listening. Play it back.
Play it back.
Play it back.
I'm actually,
End
it's
the
about to
stream.
come up in the
Okay,
playback.
end the stream, then we'll start the stream again so we can watch this
Here,
footage.
hold
back.
And where is my Postmates?
I'll go back to the.
Is Tara fired yet? What is
I'll
happening?
go back to the super
With the extra
tight on
pickles.
you.
So,
All right.
I don't remember. Oh, most people are afraid to have a conversation. I noticed that's the number one fear that most people have is they're afraid to have a conversation. They'll gladly bitch about someone behind they'll talk, they'll do whatever. And it's weird how we are so afraid of confrontation doesn't have to be confrontational if you just make it a conversation about listening and understanding. It doesn't have to turn into something bad. And most of the time people will, because a lot of times when we have something to do, it'll come out in passive aggressive ways, or it'll come out in ways you're just ignoring or being blunt. I'm guilty of it. Other people have called me out on it here. I've had almost everyone here call me out on that attitude where I'm like, I'm being avoided, I'm not making eye contact, or I'm being passive aggressive. And most of the time it just comes down to being willing to face your fear of having a conversation. And that's it.
It's because our brains are meant to survive, not thrive. So conflict is not survive.
Keep it on me. I'm reacting.
It's very interesting to me that no matter how much any of us evolve, there is still that patterning.
Holy shit, those are good points.
Those are words I gave you just now.
Thank God the
And
camera was
you.
on me while you were saying
got
that.
to experience survive or thrive. Greg.
Damn.
Survive.
Whoa.
Thrive.
Whoa. Points.
Mushrooms.
Points made. Who's next? Moving on.
Find out.
I'll come back after this break.
Now an ad from Thrive.
Just a quick aside. I caught the playback and Coy was looking at you.
Damn, I was wrong.
I was listening.
Wrong.
I think the mark of any good humility is when there's a camera pointing at you, admit when you're wrong.
And only when there's a camera
Get
pointed
it
at
on
you.
tape of you admitting you're wrong. Creative, thank you for chiming into the chat. Very generous of you. Deadpool dancing in Deadpool and Wolverine, and the Batman's ending monologue were both scenes that wonderstruck me personally due to their nailing how I see the characters. Any similar scenes / viewing experiences for you guys?
That's a fun question. I like that.
Not gonna lie, once you said Deadpool dancing, that's all I thought about. Can you read the question really fast again?
Yeah, Deadpool dancing in the D&W and the Batman's ending monologue were both scenes that wonderstruck me personally due to nailing how I see the characters. Any similar scenes or viewing experiences for you guys?
Recently, Superman defending the city, like all the defense he played with the kaiju and his dialogue, like golly, and like the way he was actually able to be so earnest with like that's Superman to me. And I had never seen that in the suit. The closest I'd seen was Tom Welling, and that was a very different tone. So I think a lot of Superman really captured that for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked extensively about this already, nauseum. But when he says the line, "Maybe that's being punk rock," that is was undoubtedly like the defining moment for me of that entire film right away.
I also think there's a lot of Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man, like when he's webbing up the lizard or when he's quipping while like sitting on the center of the webs. Like there's so much Andrew Garfield Spider-Man that I was like, oh, finally. So to me, to this day, like when I hear a voice reading a comic, it's Andrew Garfield.
In X-Men, the first X-Men being in the theaters, when Wolverine says, "What do they call you, wheels?"
It's a good line.
Stuck with me forever.
It's a good line.
Yeah, and it just made me love Wolverine in a way. It's 'cause I grew up on the X-Men animated series, but Wolverine wasn't my favorite. I thought he was like cool, but he wasn't my favorite. And even rewatching it, going into X-Men '97, I don't think he's the most interesting one of them all.
Yeah.
In the show, but in that movie, I mean, there's a reason Wolverine was a fan favorite for a long time for a lot of people, but Wolverine became the star because of Hugh Jackman's portrayal.
I agree.
And I think that line, the embodiment of that's like Wolverine to me. It's
Yeah.
Like, what do they call you? Like just wheels is perfect to me.
Yeah. There's a lot of Blade too, like in Wesley Snipes' performance. Like when there's like this violence to his smile and this manic energy that I really don't see a lot of actors embody. And Blade was really formative for me. And the Crow, man, James O'Barr, the art of the Crow and what Brandon Lee brought to that like really beautiful melancholy is really something special. I mean, these are all comic answers because like I'm trying to think of adaptations, but those are all coming to mind.
It's actually really interesting if you play a game of like and just name a comic character and what's the first thing that comes to mind from the movies. John, name any comic book character.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh God, what a perfect one! J.K. Simmons when he's in the Spider-Man suit, like being ridiculous in the thing,
That's
like
the first thing that comes to mind
with
for
the
you?
cigar.
Oh, that's funny. I just got an image of it. I don't really have a line. No. Name another one, John.
Electra. No. Daredevil. Daredevil.
Daredevil, I think of him posing the hallway fight, of him like literally like limping his way. That's the part I think about in the hallway fight.
Okay.
I think of him chained to the chimney,
Oh, really?
talking
That's the one? Okay,
dialogue
cool.
with
Yeah.
Punisher because he's like defending his morals.
Oh, to me, the defining moment is the fact of how he is injured, bruised, but he has to save this kid who he doesn't know.
Yeah,
And
I could totally see that.
And that to me was when I felt like I understood Daredevil.
Mine's
Like,
definitely
he's a human being.
right. He's
Yeah.
just fallible.
Yeah,
That's fun.
it's a fun game. These are fun games.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the more serious version of a catchphrase game or something.
Yeah.
We should probably disable super chats, by the way.
We should probably disable Super Jazz, by the way.
If you guys want to get any more super chats in, you got 2 minutes from this time.
All right. Look out now.
I'm counting.
And cool. I'm back on place. Actually, if you want to do a couple Streamlabs
Sure.
in a moment, we can do that.
Did Davy 900 milk the $1?
Let's
his
find
time.
Out. It's time to find out.
Did
I
he?
don't know if Dan B is here. I only see Damani so far today. We got 3, Damani and Bryant the Tyrant. Some
Did they
good
milk the
names.
$1?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Actually, there's a $2 in here.
Aw, you cheapo.
Wow.
Should be multiple ones.
Well, it's a 2 and a 1 from Damani, so I mean, Damani is still, on
That's what I'm
theme.
talking about, baby.
All right.
I respect the dollar.
Damani.
I do. I give people $1 for their birthdays. I respect it.
That is actually 100% true, correct fact. Let's see. We got Damani first question. As an aspiring, or comment, As an aspiring future filmmaker and showrunner who graduated with a film degree and lives in NYC, not sure what to do anymore with the film industry dying/doing bad. Is there any hope? Also, what do you think of Paramount maybe buying Warner Brothers Discovery?
I mean, we talked extensively about the Paramount buying Warner Brothers Discovery, but I absolutely think there's hope. What are you talking about, man? You could take things more into your own hands than ever before. That's the thing. You don't have to go the traditional path anymore. Like you can literally make short films, or you can make a film on your own. Whether you got accessibility more than ever. The average person can learn how to edit. That's the beauty about fucking the internet part of it. Is that's the good side of the internet, and the accessibility that we have. Even someone who doesn't know, you don't have to go to college to learn how to edit. You can literally just spend time doing it.
And there's master classes, there's YouTube, there's people speaking on how to do it. Like there's more access than ever on top. Like that's another good thing in the internet. And I think I was having a conversation. This is a name drop, but it gives it validity in its own way. And I was having a really interesting conversation with a director who used to hand out like pamphlets and was talking about how
Steven Spielberg.
Rob Reiner.
James Cameron.
Rob Reiner was talking about how, like, when they were making Spinal Tap versus Spinal Tap 2. Like, Spinal Tap 2, like, you can make ads that just go everywhere on the internet. You can make the movie in a different way. And you have access to TikTok and YouTube and the platforms that people would have to pay for to get access to before. Yeah. So, I think there is hope. And I'm pretty doom and gloom about the theater industry sometimes, but there's never been a better time to be a creative as far as the creating part. The pay part has always been hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can actually make your own shit now, and like so many people still get movies made from just making a short film based around the feature film script they have. You know, there's a whole bunch of options you can do now.
And look at Stuckman, like came from YouTube and now making his own movie and working with like legends.
Dude,
yeah,
Shelby Oaks playing Beyond Fest.
Yeah. I'm so stoked for that dude. I don't know him, but I'm happy for him.
That's what I mean. So I think like there's the ability if the idea of filmmaking is being creative. You can now be creative in the way you pursue the filmmaking and how to get to where you want to be,
Don't lose hope. There's always hope.
There's always a path. You just got to follow the new path instead of just going back to the old ways, which was like, I got to write and get, who do I meet and sell myself? Here's my business card. Like
what elevator do I pitch this in?
Yeah. It's a whole, no, I wouldn't lose hope, man. And he's asking about our thoughts on Grace Randolph.
Oh, yeah. I'll read that. What are your thoughts on Beyond the Trailer?
Oh, definitely a cult leader.
A.K.A. Grace Randolph. Yeah. Would love to see her on the pod with you guys.
Definitely a cult leader, yeah.
Also, Red looks good on Coy. And Greg,
huge cult.
Your hair is now an acceptable bald length.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Caucasian men with shaved heads in the South.
Yeah.
Grace Randolph's cult. There's like a repetitive letter in there. I don't know which one it is.
JJJ.
Yeah. No, man, I don't have any ill will towards Grace Randolph. I think she's a decent person. I don't fucking know her, so yeah, I don't have any opinion on her. She's funny. People find her funny. She blocked my wife, so she can go to hell too. But she's funny.
I don't know.
I don't know if she blocked my wife. I can't remember that fact. My wife's been blocked by a lot of people.
So you feel like she might be one of them.
She might be someone who does go to hell, but if she hasn't been blocked, then she's all right in my book.
Go to heck. Maybe.
Thank you, Damani.
If Grace Randolph could just get back to me and let me
you know if
she
blocked your wife.
my wife, then I will let you know if she should go to hell.
Check the tape.
Right.
Bryant the Tyrant. Thanks for
She's a very confrontational person.
Bryant the Tyrant says, would love to know your opinions on the new spec script increase happening recently. For context, 8 spec script deals in August 2025 alone. As individuals that created so much content around IP, how do you feel about a potential increase in new spec scripts?
I had no idea about that. That's awesome.
Huge surge.
This goes right to what Dimani was saying. It's like, there's no hope. But like, I see something like that. I'm like, that sounds like a lot of fucking hope then if people are buying spec scripts.
Yeah, it was a surge, like to the point I saw a ton of articles about it. There's like a new drive for new things getting made because IP isn't doing as well. Certain IP, not all IP. But yeah, I think it's a really good sign that the industry is waking up a little bit. And I think LA having some tax incentives on top of a lot of creators feeling so flustered, I think that hopefully that pressure makes diamonds.
Well, they're trying to make new IP.
Right. But I'm saying because like studios aren't going put $200 million towards this, they're going put $40 million times 5 towards this.
Yeah.
Like that's a good sign for new
I
creators.
think Lionsgate or something just bought a story rights to something that was originally a Harry Potter fanfic
for a lot of money.
And I'm like, holy crap! You can buy something that was like an intended fanfic. What
Twilight was a fanfic.
Oh yeah, I
50
forgot about
Shades.
that.
50
Yeah.
Shades
Oh, sorry.
is a Twilight fan.
Is a Twilight fanfic. Yeah. 50
Originally.
Shades is a Twilight fanfic.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, that did pretty well.
Yeah, that's the new era. Fanfics.
Fanfics. Everybody, go write your fanfics.
Go write your fanfics. Take other people's IP without them knowing you're doing it.
Take just enough of it
Just
that it
enough.
feels good, but
Change
yours.
some names, make it a little bit more erotic, and bam,
It's the original AI.
you got yourself.
I mean, it's the original, just taking in things and then making your own things.
the
and
Mad
being
Libs
inspired by
of
things that
IP.
exist.
yeah.
Now computers do it, and they call
Harry
it art.
Potter is just a fanfic of all the different
All the fantasy that came before
novels
it.
that came
Yeah.
before it.
Super chats are now disabled, people. Let's go
Oh,
through the
no,
last
they're
gambit in these next
done.
22 minutes.
They're done. No more super chats ever.
No more dead cops.
No.
No more dead cops.
Hey, Christopher Nolan loves a good hammy cutaway line. And we're here for that. All right, we're back. We're doing it. We're getting super chatted up. And, it's funny that you mentioned Dan V900 before. Dan V is over on Super Chats today.
Oh.
So, anyway, let's pick back up where we were before. We got creative and actually, creative. There we go. Cool. You got a couple in there. Thank you, sir. Reynaldo Torres. There we go.
Okay, we have 20 more super chats to go through. So we have 1 minute per super chat. Quality. Let's go, baby.
All right, here we go. If you could green light any project at DC Studios right now, what story or character would you bring to the big screen? Blue Beetle 2 would be awesome.
Give me 5 minutes to get back to you.
Mr. Miracle.
We actually took our time here.
Mr. Miracle New Gods movie. I know they're making a show, but I want to see that incredible Mitch Gerads Tom King book adapted into a film. I want it theatrical. I want it live action. If not that, because the animated show, I want Animal Man, and I think Animal Man would be a very interesting, like lower to mid budget commentary film. Like you could make a really cool art house Animal Man.
Okay. Dark Knight Returns adaptation with Josh Brolin in it for sure. Just fucking screw it. Go right to the action because that wouldn't. I want it to be like a Zack Snyder thing. He actually could do a job of that, where it's just a 1-to-1. It's the exact same fucking thing. It is not, like its own take. It's just the comic. I would love a Nightwing Year One, and a Scarecrow Elseworlds origin movie. That's what I would want, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. Scarecrow origin.
John, we only got 1 more minute on the next one. Come on.
Do the Spectre. Okay, let's see. Ethan T. Hey, guys. Thank you, Ethan, by the way. Hey, guys. Thank you for all you do.
You're
You
welcome.
Give me and thousands.
John, your reading time is cutting into the minute.
You give me and thousands reasons to keep going and keep us looking forward.
You're reading
day
too
to day.
fast. Now I can't pay attention to what you're saying.
Truly a privilege to be alive, experiencing life and time with you guys.
That is high
As time
praise.
speeds up and slows down. Take that swig.
That is very high praise.
Absorb the kindness.
I am also glad we live in the same timeline. I'm glad we are existing simultaneously to you, and Greg will be existing longer than us because he's so hydrated.
Yeah, man, dude, Ethan, dude, just take off your pants, bend over, and I'll do whatever you want me to do, man. Just contribute a little bit more. I'm right there with you, buddy. Appreciate you, Ethan. Someone asked about leadership, and that's it. You just gotta give everyone fellatio around here, and they all
Show up to work happy.
I'll still belittle you,
You know?
but they might show up on time.
5 shoot days go long.
Yeah. Sometimes much longer than necessary when especially when they don't want it. But, sometimes like, Andrew, just shut up. It's
Oh
time.
no. Oh no.
I got dark.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, that you don't have to edit out. No timestamps for Greg.
I'm just gonna have to sit here with you and just. Anyhow, creative is back. Do you have any a most anticipated non-IP movie? Also, I am a Cinemark manager, and I try watching one new movie after my Thursday shifts. Highly recommend The Long Walk. I cried 4 times.
Wow.
Top 3, 2025 movie.
I've heard that about Long Walk. That's like actually emotional.
It's very emotional. It's much more Shawshank than It or Shining.
Is it about a bunch of fat people who can't walk? Is that why it's sad?
No, that's America.
God, no. No. Okay. This is America.
No.
Don't catch you tripping, though.
Do you see that footage of people running out of the SoFi Stadium and it's just like people like trying to exist while vertical?
Is that a real thing?
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
dude. Like I think it was like it wasn't actually a shooting, but it was like a shooting threat, which is why I can joke about it. But like people are unable to run to their lives.
That's the sad thing when you lose weight. Suddenly you can't make fat jokes. It's not fair.
I didn't get that in the memo.
No, yeah, Coy, what the hell? What's wrong with that? I get on my weight back just to make some jokes now? Jeez.
Ralphie May, the only stand-up that can
It's
make.
not fair.
right,
Anyway, I do any non-IP movies. Yeah. Oh my God, that weird Emma Stone looking one looks fucking awesome. The one where she's the bald CEO who's kidnapped and Jesse
Begonia.
Plemons.
Oh, the Yorgos movie.
I've not seen the other movies. I've not
You've
seen
never,
this.
you have not seen
single
The
one.
Favorite?
Nope.
Poor
Yeah,
things.
the movies you are naming are the ones I have
ones
not
you have
seen.
not
Yeah,
seen.
I have not seen.
You don't want
them.
me to keep asking the list of movies you haven't seen?
I
Incredulously?
know what they are, and I haven't seen them.
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
You haven't seen?
I haven't seen them.
Kinds of Kindness.
But I saw that
I
trailer,
was asked by Kermit.
and what's cool is like I've seen the trailers for those, and I've heard the responses on how like fucking strange those movies are, and it's so cool that like Emma's. It's rare where you get like two different gender direct. Wait, is that a guy who directs them? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Okay, so you got two different gendered, like a guy and woman lead, and they make the weirdest fucking movies, and she keeps winning awards for them. Like, it's pretty
and
cool.
they're weird.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a very whereas like I associate Scorsese and DiCaprio as like a certain thing, and even Scorsese and De Niro like they would sometimes do a once in a while weird thing, but usually I love how like they're kind of like a modern Tim Burton, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I see that. And those similar tone movies in their own weird
Yeah,
way.
they're both like quirky gothic fantasy movies. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Do you have any non-IP ones?
Non-IP, like it's a new IP, but I'm really excited for the Fincher Tarantino sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Sure.
That's like an original idea, but that's I guess based off of a movie, so it's a sequel, but not an IP. What else is coming out soon? What else is coming out?
God, you're making it so fucking.
The rest of
boring.
the year is fucking IP.
You're making this
The
boring
rest
as
of the
hell.
year is so IP. Dune 3.
Do you want to pay attention to IP?
Yeah, we got stuff commodified.
Oh, I know one. The Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
Right? No, that's
Oh,
definitely
that's-
an IP
see,
movie.
Oh God.
I don't even know
Timothy
what
Chalamet's got Marty Supreme coming out.
if something's out, it's an IP.
I want to see
Right?
Good Boy, the movie that's it's like a haunting movie, all from the perspective of a dog.
Is
and-
that the one with Hale?
Is it? Is she in it? Lucy Hale?
No. Joel McHale.
Oh, Joel McHale? Maybe.
No, not Joel McHale. Who's the guy from fucking Arrested Development and Veep? He played Forky.
Oh, that guy.
I don't think so.
John, we're done with the minute.
Well,
Your
good
time's
boy.
up. We answered Creatine's question.
All right, creatine. Thank you. Daniel Stevens has this to say. Been watching you for 10
Seth Rogen
years.
Keanu movie. That one. Keanu
Oh
Reeves.
yeah,
that one.
the
Omen, Good
freaking
Angel,
with
Good-
the guy who was not canceled.
Oh,
Aziz
Matt
Ansari.
Rice,
Aziz
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Aziz Ansari.
Good Fortune.
Good Fortune. That one
That
I'm
looks
excited
fun.
about.
Yeah, that looks funny.
That was driving me crazy. Okay, sorry.
Well, all right.
What did Dan Stevens say?
And Roofman.
Dan
Channing Tatum's
Stevens.
Roofman.
What?
He's playing a guy, like a real criminal that lived in like Walmarts and it's a crazy true story, and he's playing the guy.
Looks like an awful time.
Oh, this is gonna be.
So it's a
fun.
Soderbergh movie, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, it's Derek Cianfrance who did
Oh
Place
yeah,
Beyond the Pines.
yeah. Never mind. Yeah.
That director.
That
I'm
looks
very
way
excited about
different than his other movies.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of like catching. Yeah, it's kind of like Caught Stealing, where he's like, I'm gonna do a mainstream movie.
Yeah.
I love Blue Valentine though. That's one of my breakup movies.
I like the first third of Place Beyond the Pines a lot.
I like the whole thing.
I like the whole thing, but the
Shazam.
first third's definitely my favorite.
I wrote a script because of that movie. It's one of the movies that like inspired me to write. I love Place Beyond the Pines.
I wrote exactly Place Beyond
You
the
just
Pines after watching
read
Place
the
Beyond
script
the
and
Pines.
transcribed
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna write this exact movie.
word for word.
I'm inspired.
And I was like, I did it.
Congrats.
Just change the names. I got a fanfic of Place Beyond the Pines you can now sell.
I saw this painting. I got
Specs
so
are doing well.
inspired. I got some tracing paper.
Just
drew my
copied
own
that
right
painting.
on top of it.
Done did it.
Hey, Dan Stevens says, I've been watching for 10 years. Love this little peace hand emoji.
Thanks, Dan
Thank
Stevens.
you, Dan
I've seen
Stevens.
2 of your movies, and they're pretty good.
The guest is hella cool.
God, you're the best part of Godzilla.
Yeah,
X
he's great in
Kong.
Godzilla.
Dashun Cheney. Oh, this is going to be fun. Explain the Halloween
No.
timeline, please,
I am not.
Greg.
I am not. You know what? I don't care how bad Roxy and Tara are at paying attention to the movies they watch. It is their fault and their own
The
suffering.
top comment
Yeah,
on
like-
Halloween 5 is, I love you, Roxy, but a lot of your questions would be answered by listening to the dialogue.
It's like I know that people like will come to me and be like, "Why aren't you doing your job and explaining what's happening to them?" I'm like, "It's not my job to explain."
Do they think you're watching in the back of every reaction? Greg is like,
I don't. They shot like so many of these before we freaking uploaded them. I don't know where
I
they're
love
at.
the idea that you're like a floor supervisor at a warehouse and you're just like
Yeah.
watching people watch movies.
Yeah. So no,
That's
it's-
Halloween 4.
no, like that's part of their weird she-jack charm. And sometimes
Paddington 2.
they just don't get what's going on. All right.
They're freewheeling with the details.
Roofman was a Toys R Us, and then someone else also just said one battle after another. I'm so excited for that. That's an original PTA Leo movie.
That's the one. That's
Yeah,
the
one battle after another.
Alex, oh my God,
It's so good.
I saw the trailer for that in Universal IMAX, and the whole thing is shot with the IMAX cameras.
I'm so excited for that. So yeah, those are some.
See, that's like that falls in the Eddington camp for me as like this weird dark political satire Western action movie. And I guess that's like my thing that I love. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's because they don't do well, so we get to watch them for fun.
If you want an explanation of the timeline, go watch the Red Letter Media. Like, it's Halloween Kills or Ends. There's a hilarious intro where they address this question. Anyhow, moving on. Thank you, Dashun. Leo Vlogs. Do you think Loki will die in Doomsday?
For the 5th time, yes, I do.
Then the screen just cuts to black because there's no more stories.
No one to hold the story.
That's how they end the Marvel Universe story.
Oh shit! What am I doing?
We don't have a guy. I do think he's gonna die. They keep doing it, and I think it's gonna be the God of Stories that dies. But I don't know how they're gonna incorporate the myth of that without him.
How do you possibly explain that in a movie efficiently?
I-
How do you possibly, like, even for people who watched it, they were a little confused. How do you possibly explain like that in 30 seconds?
That's what I mean. It has to be him. Maybe they kill another Loki, but we're not attached to any other Lokis.
What if Loki's narrating the story?
That'd be fun. I really hope the God of Stories is a factor because
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite things Marvel's done.
That was a pretty impressive twist. That was beautiful. Remember watching that? That was beautiful.
Dude, that was such a special
Had to jet over from a charity event.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I literally was like, this is the most impactful thing Marvel's
He
done.
knocked over blind kids to get to
I
his
did.
car.
I was like, sorry, guys. Yeah. This is what's got to be. The God of Stories waits for no man.
All right. Thank you, Leo.
We fed like 3 million people that night, but Loki was the highlight of my evening.
Aaron Koval, thank you for
Thanks.
chiming in very
A
generously.
big super.
Hey guys, completely unrelated, but was curious if you guys have had the opportunity to check out Alex Garland and Ray
no,
Mendoza's
it's been on the
film
list.
Warfare 2025. It's probably the best horror movie disguised as a war movie.
Those are the best kind of war movies.
They're all horror movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Years ago, we were first working on this channel. We watched Zero Dark 30, and we couldn't review it because John was just like too much in a headspace funk the next day about it.
Yeah, that movie wrecked me up.
Yeah, he couldn't
I
talk.
was
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
what's
that
the big
movie knocked
deal?
Me on my ass.
I had that with Civil War. I didn't try to review it or anything, but I went and saw Civil War at the AMC in the mall. And I remember feeling simultaneously like I wanted to be around people because I needed to be for humanity, but I didn't want to talk to anyone. So I went into the Macy's, and I'm not kidding. I sat in one of the clothing racks and like needed to be alone, but to hear voices. So I
Oh.
sat like a 12-year-old in the middle of the clothes and just needed to hunker.
Yeah.
I was having like an anxiety attack.
That movie.
That movie messed me up.
That's one that I guess that's the kind of movies I love now, or like these
To make you feel.
these weird political commentary movies.
I saw, and I can't fully review it, but I saw my number 2 movie of the year yesterday, and I can say what it is though. I saw Big Bold Beautiful Journey, and it like
Colin Farrell.
annihilated me. It's so special, but I don't know. Non-IP are hitting me more because I think we get to experience them.
I don't know. There's something about these like I wasn't a big fan of like political commentary movies before.
You're older. And,
I mean,
and the
before I
world is a lot
associated political commentary movies as like
boring.
freaking, like like literally people just talking.
Yeah.
Like I think the most recent political commentary movie of like my age that I associated with the kind of when I was growing up was like a Robert Redford movie, or like George Clooney's movies, like Ides of March and shit. You know, like that.
Michael Clayton.
Yeah, that. But
Both are great.
But I guess I love these more heightened fictional, political, almost satirical movies. You know,
That's why I've been afraid to watch Warfare, because it's like heightened, but it's not, because that's Warfare.
they're like satirical horror, political
And
western.
It's
That's what
common.
they are.
It's like a thing now.
Social horror.
Yeah, that's probably the word for it. Yeah. Except that Jordan Peele shit. Get out of here.
Yeah.
From a racial point of view.
Come on.
God, I don't even hear that.
Stop beating us over the head.
God, you're
Your masterpieces of art.
Yeah.
Stop imbuing your expressions with your personal experience. Tyler.
Not here.
Tyler, if not Brainiac, and thank you, Tyler, for chiming in. If not Brainiac, then maybe it'll be Mongol?
No, that's you can't cross over Jungle Book with with those movies.
Yeah, it's not Disney.
I don't think he would fit in those movies. Maybe the Andy Serkis version.
Dude. What is that? That one's also called Mongoly.
Yeah.
His daughter was in Gunn's Suicide Squad. I'm hoping for Brainiac, though. Mongal.
I could see Mongol. I think you could do Warworld in a fun way.
He was in there with loincloth and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, it was important. Big moment. Highlight. Loincloth. Doom Bulge.
I read comics, and I've never seen Mongol appear in any of those.
In any comic.
No.
You've read all the comics. No Mongol.
Only in the Disney animated movie.
Yeah.
With the bear and the talking
Bare
snake.
Necessities.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Jungle Books.
And then with the cat and the chessboard.
Mm-hmm. Little kid wiling out.
Yeah. This bit is hilarious.
People in the chat just saying Michael Clayton, Frost Nixon movie.
Oh, I did love Frost Nixon.
Wag the Dog, satirical
yeah.
comedy.
Dave. I love Dave. Great rom-com satirical comedy.
Oh, I thought
Politics.
you meant the Little Dicky show.
I need a little
Also
bit,
love
I need
Dave.
a little bit of violence and action in them, I guess. Yeah, Mongol would be pretty cool.
All right.
Mongol died on a helicopter, didn't she?
Yeah. Was she holding on to it?
I think she was like died holding onto the helicopter in Suicide Squad.
Dangling off the side.
I mean, the Mongol's daughter.
Mongal.
No, Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Mongolette.
You know, Jason Scott Lee started in a live-action Jungle Book movie.
Did he really?
Did he?
Yeah. A lot of people forgot about that one, but I watched that more than the animated one growing up. The animals didn't talk. It was really serious.
Oh my God, you're right.
He stabs a snake in that one.
Oh, I remember the poster for this vividly, but I never saw the movie.
Yeah.
He's like,
I think he
crouching
turned
on
down
Grant.
Street Fighter to work in that movie.
That's crazy.
Good call.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. Thank you so much, Tyler. Bob Marley.
Can't wait to watch Batman and Robin after this.
Is jamming hay. All right, it's pretty good. I just started watching Always Sunny and immediately noticed Tiny Greg in an early episode and got so hyped. I had no clue you were in it. Can you talk about that experience again?
Yes, I can. You know, it's so weird to be heavily associated with a show and be so deep into the series and forget that I was in it.
Single arm Greg. There it is.
Oh, Coy's
What is he, like, 40?
Oh,
I just wanted you to capture the line reading of a lifetime.
Whoa, you said it.
He said the thing.
You didn't even
He said the
charge
thing.
that.
That's
time.
like getting De
You
Niro
didn't
to
even
say
charge
you're talking to
money for
me.
that.
Guys, you just got
Oh
it for
my
free.
God, I
You
just
just got it
fucking
for
did
free
it.
in a live stream. I mean,
Oh.
at cons, he charges $80 to say that at the table.
Do a
He
coin
just,
flip.
he just watched Batman Forever, and now he thinks he's Two-Face because he's
80s
acting on
over
camera.
here.
There it is. There's the moment.
No, I mean, it wasn't a popular show at the time. The episode takes place at a frat house, and it felt like it was at a high school, and it felt like it was at a high school party, and it actually felt like a high school party. And I'm not a kid who partied, so I was really uncomfortable because me and the other guy were like actually 14, and everyone else was like adults pretending to be high schoolers. So it was really fucking awkward and weird. And And I remember, like, I said the line, what is he, like, 40? And Charlie Day and Rob started just, like, bursting into laughter. And I was like, this isn't that funny. I don't get what's funny about this. And I'm pretty sure I only got the job because the casting director kept fucking up her line. And I think she felt bad for me. So she just gassed me.
That's amazing. That's
I'm like, I
That's what
didn't
it takes,
do that
Hollywood.
good of a job.
That's what it takes.
And then they invited us to the rap party for the whole season. And I was like, for our one line?
That's what's up.
That was cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, good for you. Good for you.
But I would
Collect
love
those
to write. I would love to write a
royalty
spec script of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I do have. I
like your idea.
I do have a couple of ideas of what they could do for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for a couple of spec scripts.
Dude, what a good piece of trivia. The friggin' underage drinking kid wrote this episode.
Yeah.
That is
Spec
very on
scripts are
brand for
on the
them.
rise.
Spec scripts,
Yeah.
8 in August. Make
One
it happen.
idea would be I come back and that's like a sequel about this kid who was like,
And then they look
whose
at
life
you.
changed because these guys were at this party.
And then they look at you and go, "What is he, like 40?" And then they think they're like so old, but they're also inspired that they inspired your life.
that popular.
In 5 years, Greg can make that story. What are you, like 40?
No, you could say I'm 35.
But make sure to text him on his birthday.
All right. Ethan T, thank you. And thank you, Bob Marley. Ethan T, please watch Better Man, the three of you. Convince Greg!
The hell's the better man?
It's the
monkey movie, Robbie
Williams movie.
Ooh.
I want to watch it so bad.
I do.
Do you?
too.
Yeah, dude. Robin Williams as a monkey? Pop music and monkeys are two
Yeah.
things I adore.
I say go ahead and watch it, Coy.
It's safe.
No.
Every so often I hold off on watching a movie, and Greg will just text me like,
I hold
no,
off on most
not this one.
movies
You
just in
you
case.
want me to convince them? Hey guys, go ahead and watch the movie.
Guys, we're not reacting
No,
to
we're
it.
specifically tasked with convincing you, Greg. We got to convince you.
Yeah, I think we've been convinced that we want to watch Robbie Williams as a monkey.
Okay.
Americans need to learn who Robbie Williams is, and then maybe
He
we'll
had like
talk.
so many singles in the 2000s.
Who's next?
It is Joey Radstone with a rad comment. What are your hype levels for Scream 7 right now? The trailer should be out soon. The rumors say it'll be dealing with AI. Still mad at Spyglass.
This is the least excited I've been for a Scream movie. I'm not even like really, like, oh my God, Melissa. At the time, I thought it was really upsetting, for sure, with Melissa Barrera, but it's not even that feeling anymore. It's like, Coy did say a good point to me a while ago about Matthew Lillard coming back and how he probably wouldn't do it if he didn't feel like there was a true good purpose to doing it. So that's one thing that's convincing me. Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time. And it's my favorite horror franchise in general. So, like I'm going to watch it regardless. Like it's got my money, but it does feel like it's becoming too much of a parody of its own self. And it seems like really just desperate for when it didn't have to be this. It wasn't like the franchise was dying,
Yeah.
So it just seems like weird and it seems like PR the movie to me instead of a genuine Scream movie. But who knows? The trailer could totally change my vibe, and I could be like, yay, nostalgia all over again, just like that Scream 5 trailer. Nostalgia, nostalgia, nostalgia. So I don't know. I'll just wait for the trailer.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the trailer. I'm definitely worried about a lot of the elements. The one thing that has me fully anchored into staying excited is Matt Lillard, because he hadn't come back, and he does have a very, like, his career's going great, so he doesn't need to. And I love that dude's work. So Matt Lillard's enough to have me stay open-minded, but I still need to see something to not be, like, cautious because of everything else.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And no one dies in that franchise anymore.
Yeah.
Never stays dead. Reynaldo Torres, we've seen My Hero, and it's streaming on Patreon if you're interested. Let's see who we got next. We also had a couple stragglers super Streamlabs. Troy Boyd, Marvel's been balancing nostalgia, thank you also, by the way, with fresh directions. What do you think is the biggest risk they need to take to keep the MCU feeling exciting?
Sexuality in their movies, and that is not just sex jokes, but actually willing to be sexual.
I think maturation in general, in that way, in many ways of just
What
like
did you say?
maturation in general,
What the hell is maturation?
like to make something more mature.
Too big of a word, Coy.
Yeah.
Too big a word. Let's
Yeah.
dial it back.
Dumb it down a little.
Monosyllabically, to make adult takes.
I don't know what you just said.
Make it for big kid and little kid, and also big kid.
Monosyllabically? Was that surgery? What is this?
Yes.
What are these words? Can you believe this guy?
Wow, Coy.
Fucking
What even are you?
Pretentious.
He just thinks he's better than us.
Just out
What
here.
a duplicitous, pretentious guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that
Those
word.
words.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That word. That's a Vince Vaughn movie.
That's one. That's the-
Envy.
No. That's a story.
It's a Ben Stiller movie.
Oh, my bad.
Anyway, so movies should do more masturbation or something.
Yeah. That's an element we need outside of just Deadpool
Yeah.
movies.
Sexuality. We
yeah.
already covered this.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller needs to be in it and get zipper caught. No, I think there needs to be movies that are appealing to the people that also like political horror movies. I think Marvel needs to be all ages for some films because some characters are, but it also needs to realize there are characters in the Marvel pantheon that can be for adults if they want to keep the audience they've had for 18 years.
Yeah. I think they need to do non-superhero movies. Mm-hmm. Do comic book movies, but doesn't have to be like I wouldn't call Sin City or V for Vendetta.
Right.
Those are 300.
Watchmen.
These people would mistakenly think Watchmen is a superhero movie. In some ways, it's more. You could argue more that it's a commentary on
100%.
it. But there's movies that are comic book movies. Like I wouldn't call the upcoming Clayface a comic book movie. I mean, a superhero movie. Joker, the first one, is not a superhero movie.
Perdition Road is Lone Wolf and Cub, and that's like an incredible Tom Hanks
Yeah,
like drama.
but things that are definitely like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
But not a superhero movie is, I think, a direction where a lot of these movies should go.
The Watchmen show should have started way more things like it.
Yeah.
Because then you'll have a position, too, where you don't have to make $1 billion every
Right.
time. You could have a variance to what budgets.
And that's what I think Clayface is going to do well.
That's why I think these Elseworlds villain stories like Clayface, that's why I've been championing for a Scarecrow movie. Like, these are things where, like, these are not superhero, but they're comic book. And I think do more of those, and that's a way you can keep the genre fresh.
And that's what I mean, Marvel, like, they have so many characters that suit that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think what people get bored of is the idea of, like, here we go, superhero, big bad, save the world.
Third act, space portal, or little drones.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what people are bored of. But I think they can feel reinvigorated by just a comic book movie.
I think Marvel should take the risk of finishing a script once in a while. Master, hi guys. Love from the UK. Which other DC villains would you like to see get a film like Clayface? We've already had one nodded to today. Maybe a Red Hood or Bloodsport. Also would love to see Marvel do a John Wick style Wolverine film.
I think Logan's a great example of what we were just talking about. Like, I think Wolverine's one of those characters you could do a lot with, and Logan's budget reflected it.
I wouldn't call Logan a superhero movie.
No. And that's a great example of what Marvel can do.
For villain, yeah, I mean, Bloodsport's not. I mean, Deathstroke's not a bad call.
Magneto.
They said specifically DC.
Oh, DC. Sorry, I was still in the Marvel answer.
Who's a good DC villain?
I mean, it sounds like what Man of Tomorrow is going to be. If we just isolate Lex, he'd be a great movie.
I'm just really challenging myself to not go to Batman villains because
I'm trying not to either.
Honestly, where my brain goes
I think
to every
Sinestro could be
single
really
time.
cool. Sinestro doing like an evil space tyrant.
That would be perfect because they're building out the Green Lantern world.
Yeah, right.
And so if they were to take, because they got Guy Gardner, got the show, and if they did one that was like from the point of view of someone who is more anti-hero, that would be actually really
actually
cool.
make Lobo a villain, and that way when he gets to the Superman world from the Supergirl world, it'd be fun to play with.
I know people don't want it from the earlier comments, but I weirdly think if you did a Zod movie from a Zod perspective, that would be cool.
His getting out of the Phantom Zone, like trapped by Superman for so long.
Like
it'd be fun.
if you were actually able to see his debate side. But if we were to do a Batman villain, I would like to actually. I think a Two-Face movie would work.
I've always, like for years, wanted a romance Mr. Freeze movie where he falls madly in love with Nora, and you see him
That's a great call.
devolve through the film. Like I'd even cast Ryan Gosling and do like a Blue Valentine film where he's like mourning and he's a scientist and he has to create all these things. And then the third act, you introduce Batman. He's like a looming figure, but in the third act, you've got like the sweeping romance ended violence.
Or Paul Giamatti. He's already bald. And he already sounds like he's shivering a lot.
Yes,
So
he's
I think
so
that would be-
ready.
he's already ready to go.
Nora!
Yes, Nora.
Nora Freeze.
Just
Paint
a
him
whole
blue
podcast
like he
of
was
all
in the Frankie
Giamatti.
Muniz movie.
Next week, oops, all Giamatti.
What was the fucking Frankie Muniz movie with Paul Giamatti?
It's
Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar. Yeah, that's his rehearsal for Mr. Freeze.
We only got a few more. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's
All
go.
right.
We want to learn to end these on time.
Thank you, Master. All right, Jose, don't worry about it. I started watching RR again after you expanded the team, so I felt bad for Coy because the
Andy.
bit was Greg and John being total jokes to him all the time. How did that start, and how did Coy join the RR team? Was there a time where we were just like riffing off being jerks to you constantly?
There was a few live streams. I think there was a bit.
Okay.
But it was like 3 places ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was like a multiverse of madness
We
era.
would roast you for looking at yourself in the monitor and monologuing, I guess,
Yeah.
talking
Well,
fast.
I mean, and actually, initially, I'll make this 30 seconds. John was actually talking with Coy a lot more than I was initially. Like they would just like be talking at Schmodown events a lot more. But then when I was on the team, when Coy brought me onto his team for Schmodown, then him and I started getting really close and having like long phone call conversations. And like they had talked about, like you had talked with John about maybe coming on RR, and then like a year went by and nothing happened. And then
you are much better at those kinds of things.
And then eventually when we were talking, then he came over. The first thing he did was Eternals. The
Yeah.
trailer reaction like 5 in the fucking morning with us.
That was brutal.
I remember we were like, and it came out at midnight actually. We didn't know, and then I woke up at like 5 or 6, and then it ended up being like a huge video, and people were really excited that you were there. And
The
then-
Rejects loyalty was not there yet, but I was there at midnight. Like, this should be
You were
fun.
there at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, that was rough.
It came out at midnight, and we didn't know.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. We were like 5 hours late and it still did well.
Yeah, still did well. And people were really excited to have you. And yeah, it was a big video. And then you were kind of on every week since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you started becoming regular. But
So
yeah.
this actually started with us as friends first, which I like. To answer your question, we all
Definitely,
knew
yeah.
each other first.
Yeah, we were talking a lot. There was a lot of phone calls, actually. That's where we really bought it. It wasn't in person.
No,
conversations.
because
Like,
it was always so
we-
worky when it was in person.
Yeah, then we'd had like a lot of random phone calls where we would just go on side tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking Greg like YouTube advice before I started my stuff, and then we became like friends outside of. It was always life conversations because we kept the work stuff to Schmodown.
Yeah.
And John and I knew each other through a coffee shop.
That is true.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Andrew's waiting to film. He's getting really impatient.
Yeah.
He's breaking things in the
He's there.
lobby.
He's smashing shit.
Sardonic
He's
Andrew's
peeing
back
on
in
our
the
cars
Oh, it's
right
just
now.
so rough.
All right.
He's broke
Tagging
the other two
walls.
studios.
God damn, Andrew. He's got a temper.
But he's like making references every time he does it. He's like, "This is like when this guy did this."
I'm breaking.
Did you know in 1972 Scorsese wanted to do this table flip?
Dan V. Andrew, just get in the camera here. Dan V's back. He's in the friggin' super chats. Hey, buddy, here, come back here. You can join me
be in John's
the
cam.
booth. Dan V says my most underrated film this year is The Ballad of Wallace Island. It's sentimental with great songs. Ending hits you in the feels. Most haven't seen it.
It's on my must-watch list. Actually, I really want to see that.
One of these days, maybe Dan V900. You're always here. Hey guys, say hi to Andrew.
Dan V, look at that. Look at that. Andrew Cam. Hey.
Never had a cam named after me. Might break.
Well, get ready now.
Andrew's lost a lot of weight recently in a very healthy way.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm on the Greg diet.
Hey, best shape of my life I ever got in. I was depressed as hell.
Yeah. I say no matter what, is if you're depressed, if you're grieving, as long as you get there, that's what counts, people.
yeah.
All right?
How healthy it is doesn't matter.
whether you're
My
sick.
Greg pack suit.
Yeah. Just as long as you get there, just get the results.
We're about 3 months out from Andrew going to an animal farm for photos.
But Greg's gonna take the pictures. And
coming.
Coy's gonna look.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand in the back. Yep.
And what else did Dan say?
All right, Dan said, my most oh, no, we do have more from Dan. Let's go, Dan. Just saw The Long Walk. The book is still bleaker with big changes because it's Stephen King. David Johnson is so good. Love him in the rom-com Rye Lane on Hulu. And, of course, everybody knows him from Alien Romulus.
He's such a movie star, and he's so good in this movie. Within the first 2 minutes, I was like, I cannot wait to see this guy get some giant role and be a household name. He's incredible, and maybe this is the role, but he's great.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we all should go watch it. Andrew, can you skip it and react to it here?
Sure, but I just want to see the prequel or the sequel. Is it called The Short Run?
Oh.
Actually, it's Richard Bachman's The Running Man.
Hey, we reacted to the original.
Yeah.
Go check out our reaction to that. We should react to the running. Well, you're probably gonna.
What
I don't work it.
One of the recent Kings
Just
was
watch
another
it
Bachman.
again. I need to do another geek checks, dude.
That's true.
All right.
Well, what's next on here?
We got up next Jerry Berry. Thank you for chiming in. Do you think DC will ever give Batman inner monologue like Dexter? Also, did you see the She-Jacks becoming the phenomenon it became?
I had a lot of faith in them doing it. I remember the first time they filmed together was The Conjuring, and they were not full. I didn't feel like they didn't really know each other that well, and they didn't really have like the rapport they have now. So we took a break from them filming together so they could have time to hang out. then they found what they are now, and I'm really happy that people have taken so well to them, especially because like having a two female dynamic is very different, and if it's with us, which is very testicular driven. But will Batman ever have an inner monologue? That's what I want. That's why I want a faithful adaptation of The Dark Knight. Not even the faithful animated version has the monologue. So right, like you guys reacted to that. There's not even the monologue in that,
and that's so important to the story and Frank Miller's style of storytelling.
Yeah, so if they do the live action, like that would help distinguish it too from the animated version. So yeah, that would be cool.
Hundo P, do agree. Seattle KO, thank you so much. Macro dosing shrooms with Greg Alba.
Hey, that would
it
be
said.
terrifying.
Yep, that's a hell of a show.
I've only macrodosed once, and that was by accident. And I was on the road driving.
Yeah.
And I have,
as the package suggests.
I have a daddy Tesla, so then I had a free trial for auto drive. I had never used it.
Oh, dude.
But I was behind the wheel, and I was like, I guess I'm going to use this now. And somehow it was scarier because
you're watching something
I had never
for the
done
first
it, and I'm like,
time.
I've never felt it, so it's like breaking on its own, and I'm like, what's going on? This is when I first got it, literally before Elon went. Now they have the sticker before Elon went crazy.
That is so intense.
And yeah, it was a terrifying time, but I love the auto drive.
Roller coaster for you.
Yeah, that is such a daunting experience.
Yeah, because I made a promise to my wife I'd drive 40 minutes to go get us vegan Japanese food.
And then all of a sudden,
space
time's changing.
Kicked in, that I was like, I thought I just microed. Oh no,
Bro.
It was like in a night. It's like in a nightmare. Yeah. Then I had to go through a parking lot and park the car, and I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
It's okay, you did it, and that's what's important. That's what counts.
I'm so glad you're alive.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Alan Smithy. That's what we like. Alan Smithy says, it's Friday. Well, let me turn that off. It's Friday. Here's some weed money to fight the stress.
Oh yeah, weed. When I first knew Andrew, the first couple of years, the dude was not. This is not sarcasm or a stretch at all. The guy was high all the time. Morning, noon, and night.
I'm still stoned from those experiences.
Yeah, I think like
You
the
don't need
cadence that Andrew has come from being like the heaviest stoner I had ever known at one point. Like it was years of that. Remember that, dude? You're like years just high.
I don't remember it.
No, he doesn't.
Stoned.
I was either bowl, pen, bong, morning, noon, and night.
It's true. I mean, when I came over, Greg did not have to worry about who was going to supply.
Yeah.
So I'll say that. But yeah, it's true. When I woke up and throughout the day and then right before bed, that's if you remember the movie Knocked Up and Seth Rogen's character, that was me.
Yeah.
Except I didn't get Katherine Heigl.
But you had to stop because like headaches and stuff, right?
No, I just stopped because I got a surgery done. It was right around the time of the first Captain Marvel movie. And after you get a nose surgery like that, you can't smoke. You're not allowed to. It's like really bad. And so after a few weeks, I tried it again because I was like really paranoid. And then when I did it, I was like, oh my God, I cannot handle the headspace. This is awful. So I tried it again one more time after. I'm like, okay, I got to quit.
Yeah.
The old college try.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, but now I just do CBD, no THC. So.
Damn, I missed the THC, Andrew. That's when I liked him.
He was a good guy. Now I'm just a miserable ass.
Yeah.
There you have it,
She's
Andrew.
She's secretly the day of when I broke my after I did the photos, I had one hit of weed and one hit, and I freaking binged like a mother. It was bad.
Made you miss the old me when you did that.
Yeah, I miss the old you all the time. Even right now, talking, I'm
I
like,
just the
this
old man.
conversation would be so much better.
If he was just high
If
as
you
a
were
kite.
just super high.
Give me 5 minutes.
I don't like to support people when they're sober. I think it makes their personality more numb.
You want to know about leadership?
You wanna know about
Greg
leader-
gets us
Oh,
all.
well, you drug the people here?
Yeah.
You get loyalty.
That's the brand.
You get dependency.
First taste is free, and then
That's how you get people to be here. And that's how you underpay them, because you pay them in other ways. Chemical dependency. Dan V900. Another one in here.
V. All right, thank you, Alan Smithy. Dan V. Outside of episode 3 of Peacemaker, not loving it. I'm guessing 6 through 8 are bonkers, with Gunn saying they might be his fave thing he's ever done, but prefer season 1 definitely.
Andrew still hasn't seen it, so we'll keep it spoiler free. But I will say, like, I love the intention of it a lot. It's more intimate and stuff. And I haven't seen 6 through 8. I do hear they're crazy. But yeah, generally, I would say I prefer season 1 over season 2. I think the season 1 has more of an impact. It's a little tighter. But I'm liking season 2 a lot. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I think it's great, but I have a preference so far. I'm waiting for 6 through 8. Can you?
I think it's going to be something really interesting when it is all said and done, because people are going to have an experience with like James Gunn's specificity. So I'm really excited for 6 through 8, and I think I'm a Superman over Peacemaker guy, which I would not have thought after season 1 of Peacemaker. Like, I don't know if it's because I've grown in the last 3 years since Peacemaker, but it's really interesting how like I just don't quite connect as close to Peacemaker as I did.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad's still my favorite, personally. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, which you can catch a great reaction from Andrew and Tara right here on this The Chanel.
Yes.
You know what's funny is, like, I thought Tara was with us when we watched it in the theaters at Cinemark, and then I watched the video back, and I was like, she wasn't there at all.
She was not there at all.
I thought this was a rewatch
That's
for her.
really funny.
All right, so we got a couple of Streamlabs, and we call it a day, and then Coy and I watch Batman and Robin.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Aisha Kenya in the chat just says that it's hilarious because Andrew's recall is on point. And I got to say that is true. There is a paradox there.
Because I'm not high.
Well,
Grew it back.
That's all right. Streamlabs, last of the Streamlabs. Here we go. The Brink of Film has this to say. Hey, rejects, another great episode. My question is, I know I've heard Greg say before that he has written scripts before. Do you have any plans to pursue bringing those scripts to life, and what inspires you to write them?
I just do it for the art. I write them, print them, and then I literally burn them every single time.
It's once a month. It's symbolic. It's a whole thing he
That's
does.
true. I mean,
don't
some
know.
people are like, I can't finish the script. And I'm like, I finish the script once a month and burn it.
Yeah, just to watch it burn.
That's
what he always says.
I do.
Yeah.
Piles of screenplays.
And he's like, man, I hate the environment. I need to burn more
I need to
paper.
burn
I
mo-
need to write more.
I tend to burn them on top of a mountain.
Yeah. It's very dramatic. And near fire.
Really get it
yeah,
into the stratosphere right away.
Near fire with the gas station down below
Yeah.
in case it reaches there.
If you guys were wondering about how January in LA worked out.
You guys are true agents of chaos.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I actually it's one of those. I once had a very brief conversation with Chris Stuckman. It was nice to hear from him when he had like. People might look at Shelby Oaks and go, he's actually had a lot of different scripts like on that path where it looks like it's going to get made. It looks like it's going to get made, but then it doesn't. And I've had that happen, I think, for sure twice, where it's like so close, and one with a major agency, one that everyone's heard of. But this next one I've been working on, I like when I just am able to, I like the process. I feel better. I feel like I'm even better at hosting when I do. Sometimes I'm a little more analytical, though, which I think upsets people because I'm in such my writer brain. Because I think about things that the audience wouldn't suddenly think about or might consider a nitpick. But when I'm writing, I will consider like that detail of like, but this detail, I don't understand how this didn't happen, you know? Like it wasn't until I was in writing mode when I saw the Supergirl scene when I was like, but she's there in the yellow sun. Wouldn't she be fine now that she's back here on Earth? Why would she still be drunk? She would have healing. Something that I didn't think about, but I wrote that day, then I watched it.
Yeah, in a different way.
Because I think about the things I'm like, what will I get criticized on? Or like, how do I honest trailer proof this, as I once heard the Russo brothers say? It's because I think about these minute things that I'm concerned someone might point out.
Yeah.
And so then I watch something, then I become a little bit more nitpicky. So weirdly, but I still think it makes me better at my job. But I like it. But my plan is to actually... I would like to make since I've been in such comic book mode, I would like to actually make a graphic novel. And I've been looking into how to do that. And that would be the next step, actually. I'm not the kind of person who's going to do a Kickstarter to like produce my thing. but I would gladly produce something on my own and then be like, hey, if you guys want to buy this, do it, or else everyone's fired from the channel.
I
Yeah.
have a little bit of a counter to that with the Supergirl. Really quick. I think because she had that jacket on, she wanted to get drunk, and she probably had blue kryptonite or green kryptonite inside her jacket so she could get drunk. That's where my mind went to.
Whoa.
If they introduce kryptonite early enough, they could do
They
that.
didn't establish that.
But
She was flying back.
She wanted to get drunk, so she put it in when she got there.
But the rules are she goes to a red sun planet to get drunk, and then she came back.
I don't know. I'm just making
Right?
fun of
Andrew's, yeah, I hadn't
trying
thought
to
of it either,
defend-
but I respect Andrew's deep lefts and rights to get there.
I'm trying to help them.
The man is enjoying the plausible deniability, and I respect it.
We end on Coy here. Coy question.
Oh,
Coitus
is this the last
question.
one?
Destined to be the last question. Destined to Daniel Cretin. Coy, as a lover of deep cut characters and knowing that James Gunn is also of that same ilk, given we are jumping right into Damian Wayne in the DCU, thoughts/chances of us getting Flatline? She's a super cool design and a super cool power set.
I think we're getting Aquaman. I think
No, Jesus.
Flatline is James Gunn.
Say you gotta
enough,
get your gallon.
but I don't necessarily know if we'd want to introduce too many characters around Damian in the first film. I could see that happening, and I think that'd be interesting, like leading into Deathstroke and like going towards the Damian Wayne on the Titans stuff. I don't know if they'd go there as early because it looks like they're doing Titans, not Teen Titans. But I do like that character. I do think that's fun, and I could see James playing characters that deep cut. So yes, and that's a fun idea.
I've been reading the what's his fucking name? Who's the guy? Grant Morrison? Who's the one who wrote the Batman?
Brave and the Bold, Graham Morrison.
Yeah, I've been reading that. That Damian's a dick.
Yep. Bit of a dick, that Damian Wayne.
Fucking
Not a pleasant fella.
murdering, uncooperative
Yep.
little shit is
Yep.
what that guy is.
Trained by Talia al Ghul, League of Shadows.
Like, how did this guy become a main character? He's so annoying.
Yep. And here we are.
People like him at first.
No, it took years.
God,
Took years.
I haven't got into the actual cover art yet.
Yeah.
Because it becomes the run of that.
Right.
I'm in the prelude before that because there's like a certain. But yeah, I'm in, I was reading like most of it on the plane, and I'm like, this guy's really fucking annoying. Yeah.
And it's for a while.
Yeah.
People hated him.
But
yeah.
but I still find
Scrappy-Doo
myself
vibe.
wanting. I still find myself wanting to continue it.
And I'm curious how they make him likable in the movie in that runtime versus comics. Like,
Yeah.
you've got to make him a
Yeah,
douche.
he is an asshole.
And you
Like,
got to be authentic to that
Yeah.
and then fix him.
Yeah, but if James Gunn can know how to make a likable asshole, it's James Gunn.
I mean, Rocket made me cry.
Yep. Anyway, guys, if you don't like chewing gum, you could always get hydrating toothpicks. You can go to Amazon.com, use code RealRejects, and you get no discounts because
None.
you do not have a partnership
It'd
with
be a
them.
weird thing to type.
So you just use your Prime Video account, and you're good. I want to thank Andrew for his cameo appearance and really showing us that he knows how to shill for James Gunn by giving the wildest explanations for how Supergirl can possibly still be drunk.
Those shill allegations, rejects are definitely doubling down.
Waiting for the check, but thank you, James.
I want to thank Stephanie Horton for the final super sticker. Thanks, Stephanie, always in here.
Yeah.
I want to thank Coy for being Coy. We're going to watch Batman and Robin.
Then I'm jumping on a plane.
He's jumping on a plane. I want to thank John for being John. I want to thank all of you for contributing and being part of this stream.
Hey.
We'll see you soon, Reject Nation. See you
Be
next
well,
week,
team.
12 p.m. PST. And happy
well.
early birthday to this guy. I will not be texting him. See you guys.
Did you check your phone?
Check my phone.
Check your phone.
Happy belated birthday, Greg. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.